it's your login. You can take it back whenever you like to. So it's fine.
Okay, we're in good shape. Okay, I'm gonna give it back to you.
Okay, awesome,
Is it,
awesome.
let me just find you over here. Okay,
Okay, and
back to you.
us recording. Awesome. Well, I want to definitely thank Brent for hosting the call this afternoon, guys. I'm still in like Dubai mode. It's just I haven't traveled that far in a long time. To the point I was 8 hours ahead of time. So like even right now, I'm talking to people that I've met that's still in Dubai right now. Some people they're still in Dubai right now. Actually, some of the people from the company, and so right now they're like it's like what time is 9 o'clock here? So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning there. So I'm still on like my talk is all over the place right now. But good evening if you're down and from, and we do have some people that are from other countries on the line tonight. Personally, my sponsor Sabina is here from Kazakhstan, and she's leading a major Russian team over there in an international market. So I will have to slow down my talking to make sure that she's able to interpret. I'm not sure. I know we're interpreting in Russian right now, and we got English. So I'm sure that we'll have other languages as well. As this thing is just this company and this platform. I don't even know where to start the talk, but I'm going to do my best to just kind of get as much out in the shortest amount of period of time tonight. But guys, you really want to really just listen and just hear what I'm going to tell you tonight about this amazing platform and opportunity. I kind of was trying to get a different slide here, but this is the new Qubittech, and you'll know what this means in a second on my presentation, because this slide behind me that's in my background, my picture, is truly what Qubittech is all about. And coming out of Dubai, this company has pretty much put out everything you could possibly think about as far as for us to win, even for your young children. Even for young children, I think it's 13 years old, if I'm not correct, that even your children at 13 years old can now participate in our platform. And I'm going to show you one of the things that they announced out in Dubai about this platform. Guys, it's just so big. You see my shirt here, and I'm just going to show off because just came out of here, this company. I don't wear hats, but I got a hat, so maybe somebody can maybe want to win a hat. Maybe I'll get this hat away to somebody that does a good license tonight. And I'm trying to think what else I got here. They gave us a little speaker, got a little Qubittech speaker they gave out to us. They got a little air freshness, they gave to us. I mean, they really gave us a royal treatment out there. And more importantly, I got my flag, Qubittech flag, they gave to us. But, I'm just showing off here. But I tell you, just came out of Dubai. I'm going to play a video for you guys that have not seen the recap video of what this company is doing. And I'm going to tell you about myself in a second here, but I just want to play a video for you guys just to see what we're talking about with this Qubittech platform, why I'm very, very excited about it. Not often I get very excited about things. I'm pretty even, calm, cool person, but when I see a company and what it's done, and being around the company for a couple months, not really knowing how big the company was, and going out there to Dubai for the first company convention, and already looking forward to the next conventions in January and February. I'm really excited, and I'm happy to present this platform and this opportunity to each of you tonight, that you can really plant your flag. And again, we'll get into that as well. But I want to play this video for you guys real quick, and I want to show you why what Qubittech, what we're doing in Dubai, and so you guys can see what was happening out there in Dubai. This is in about a minute and a half. And then if you're going to stick around for our update, for some of you, again, it's not for everybody, but I know some of you are in our different phases that we also have besides our Qubittech platform. We want to update you tonight. It's been about 2 weeks since you guys have heard from me, so I definitely want to update you on our other platform as well as I may share some other pictures, stuff like that, when it happened in Dubai. So just watch this video, guys. Hold 1 second here. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm gonna bring it up. Okay, let's see. Let me rewind it. Okay, actually, I'm on the wrong video. I got so many videos playing here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's see here. All right, 1 second. And I think I got it now. You guys should be able to hear the sound. There we go. And there's so many videos they got coming out from corporate. That's just one of them. And just me, all those videos were not like staged. What we call them in news business. Oh, 1 second. Oh, someone's still playing. Sorry about that. Those are not stage videos. Those are actual all things that happened. The safari tour. I mean, the jumping out of a plane. Everything happened out there in Dubai, and just more importantly about the platform. But let me give you about myself and why I'm here and what my background is and why I feel like I definitely can present something to you and qualify to do that, because I think that my background will definitely kind of show forth that. And, you know, humble beginnings, really just growing up in South Philadelphia in the United States. I got to be careful that I got to now mention, you know, it's amazing being a minority in another country, and where you say United States and they say United States and they say US, you know, it's really amazing when you got to really fully explain that, because we take it for granted that everybody just knows the United States and everybody just knows English and things of that nature. But my background, you know, went to college and I got into the TV industry, and where I was a TV director for CBS News, and kind of got to the top really fast. At 23 years old, I was directing at a major CBS station here in Philadelphia. Well, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia now, but originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And my goal was to just get to the top of life and get that American dream. And I really thought it was an American dream. Kind of find out it probably wasn't an American dream. It was really like a nightmare, because when I made the 6 figures, I realized that they had the golden handcuffs on me to the point that I could not go anywhere to get another 6-figure job. And what happened in 2008 is when that CBS network, I shouldn't say the name, but they did. That's their name. That's their call letters. And they laid off 2,000 people in 2008, 2 weeks before Christmas. Here I am, a father of 3, a family man, and I was forced to get laid off. I was going to get laid off at that job. And I've been laid off twice in the industry. And I was like, man, I got to do something different for me and my family. And I knew that there's something else out there. And I remember a friend of mine that I work with gave me a book by Robert Kiyosaki called Before You Quit Your Job. And actually, the first book was called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And that's when I began to ask the question that I got to find something different. And I found out what the corporate job was doing. Again, I'm not here to bash corporate jobs at all, but I'm just saying that there's got to be another way that I had to understand of how to provide for my family and my children. And that's when I met my uncle, Mr. Warren Buffett. Some of you probably know him. And he had a famous quote that if you ever learn Mr. Warren Buffett, there's a couple quotes that he said that's so paramount. And he said, never depend on a single source of income. And that hit me, because I realized that I only had one source of income. And that's when I began looking for other things, because if I was going to lose that 6-figure job, the sole breadwinner for my family, where was I going to go to be able to provide for my family. That was my first initial thing. I needed financial stability for me and my family, a foundation. And that's when I began searching for other things. And I got into the network marketing industry, and I got involved. And the first 6 years, I didn't do much of anything. And then when I realized I need to really do something because I wanted to survive, feed my family, that's when I started having success. And all of a sudden, until in 2008, well, actually 2009, 2008 is when I really got serious, when I was facing losing my job. And that's when I started taking the industry serious enough. And I said, wow, I didn't know I can make money outside of my job. And that's when I told my boss goodbye at the age of 30 years old, almost before my 30th birthday. And I told my boss goodbye. I told her I had an eye problem. I can only see myself working for you. And I released her from that job, and I got into the industry. And when I got into the industry, I mean, I saw that there were ways that you could sell products, you could market different services. And again, but I also saw some other things, and I'm a life coach, so you guys know that. So besides getting off that job and getting in the network marketing industry, I always wanted to be a coach, and I started my own life coaching company. You heard Nicole; she's one of the people that I also coach on a weekly basis, and other people that I also coach around the world. And when I discovered that, besides being a life coach, I'm a millionaire. So the one thing about me, my nickname is the millionaire because I'm always going to be real with people. I don't sugarcoat things, and I'm straight shooter. You know, if something's not right, it's not going to be right. And I realized that even in the network marketing industry, if you didn't, and I saw something, I saw where I went 6 years of struggling in that industry. And the reason why I was struggling was because I was not good at selling, and I was not good at recruiting. And this is very important. Now I'm sharing this with you because I know a lot of you probably have a background in the industry. You probably have a background in sales. And I'm gonna tell you, when I was out in Dubai, I was blown away by the amount of people that were doing very well financially. And they said, I don't know, I don't do network marketing. I met a guy from Sweden. I got a good friend now, Victor, in Sweden. We're talking every day now. And he said, I've never been involved in network marketing. You know, he's worked all his life in the banking industry out there in Sweden. And when he heard about this Qubittech opportunity where he can take some money and he can make money and don't have to sell or recruit people, and now he's not working anymore in corporate America, that was the next level for me to understand that I had to understand how to get money working for me. Because he said, I don't want to work hard for money. And I did get good at selling, I did get good at recruiting, and I was able to leave my job with that industry. But I had to also say, how do I quantum leap my money? Okay, how do I accelerate my money, not having to wait for a recruit or someone to sell? I don't want to depend on somebody else. And that's when I learned that there's other ways of making money besides just a 9-to-5 job and sales and recruiting. Again, I have nothing against those things. I still make money in those arenas. But I realized that if I can make money faster in an easier way, and guys, around the world, let me tell you, what I discovered in Dubai, I was just talking to Nicole right before this call, I was blown away. I was blown away by, if you're in America right now, listen to me talking right now, I so wish you could have been in Dubai to be around. Remember, I was the only American in the audience. Well, there was another guy, actually our chief vice president of marketing. He's actually from Miami, Florida, but he lives in Thailand, okay? But I was the only American from American mindset that was there. And I could tell you that I said, I wish that other Americans could have been there in Dubai, that people in other parts of the world are making millions, yes, millions of dollars, 29, 26 years old, making a lot of money, and we didn't even know about it. Right under our noses, don't even know about it. And so that's why I went there, because I said, I got to get around people that's doing something bigger. And I realized in Qubittech, this company has designed a platform where you can have that opportunity. Okay, so I just want to kind of share some stuff with you about the Qubittech platform. I know some of you are in different platforms, different projects, and I don't try to compete and say this one is better, this one is better. But I look at companies in a big way, and that's why I went out to Dubai and I just saw things I never seen. I never had a treatment the way they treated us out there. You know, most companies, they're not going to spend money on you. You know, I can definitely tell you from the amount of money I've made from the company, they definitely pour more money into the field out there and what they provided for us. I mean, just everything we did from the time I got off the plane, they gave us wall-to-wall customer concierge treatment, fed us well from A to Z, from start to finish. As a matter of fact, people are still out there in Dubai right now There's actually people I met from India. I met a person from Germany that literally, I almost got caught up in it because they said, we're staying in Dubai and we're going to live here. And trust me, if you've been out to Dubai, I can't wait to go back out there again. You're going to pretty much, you might just want to move there because it's an amazing place. Of course, it's not always easy because they got some strict things, you know, like getting on websites and stuff like that, that I couldn't do to certain things out there. There's certain restrictions, but there's no crime and the city was very clean. Okay. But I was excited about that. But this platform, guys, I'm excited about it. I just want to kind of break down. This is a fresh presentation. So I'm going to walk through. It's my first time actually doing it. I did kind of go through it myself, but my first time going through it. So you may have some questions at the end. It's going to be a lot of information, okay? But the gist of it is I know a lot of you are different. Some of you are in different platforms, different trading platforms where you are making money. I'm not going to mention the names. So I'm going to kind of try to stick to that part of the program as much as possible. But I want to show you why I think that Qubittech is on the cutting edge of something very, very big. And the reason why, like, I got this slide behind me right here because it just shows how big the mind is of our CEO, Mr. Greg Lehman, and how he wants to take this thing bigger than just trading, and just on a trading platform that you can make some big money for you and your family. And I'm telling you, I mean, I can show you some pictures of just our sponsors and my personal uplines. And I mean, I just think just on stage, my personal upline, Sabina, Natalia, and Andre, over $1 million they earned already. And just the Qubittech company since they launched, and I think it was June. I keep getting the launch date mixed up, but I think it was June when they launched the company, and they already done over $1 million just in combined in the company, just themselves personally. Not let alone all the other people that's on stage. There was millions of dollars was made on stage in just a short amount of time the company was around, and that's documentation. And I like documentation. I like this. Show me the evidence of your success. And I'm locked in, I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna, I don't have it in a PowerPoint, but we want to make this work. And I'm gonna scroll and show you this amazing presentation from Qubittech. So let me see if I can pull this up and which one I want to do. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so again, the name of the company is called Qubittech, and the company, there really is no where the company is based out of, because the company, when you look at a trading company, I learned a lot of things out there. One of the things that I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing that I saw that many people have done out there is making big money is they've been studying the cryptocurrency industry. They've been studying what the company's been doing. They know how to read different companies. What are the ones you should invest in? Which ones are legit? And you got to learn this crypto game. And the one thing I learned the most importantly is that, you know, you want to find there's certain countries that are best to launch a company out of. And Dubai is one of them. And so the company is based out of several different countries. And right now they're expanded into several countries around the world where they have offices, over 20 offices, I think it is currently, around the world. And so the company's not really trying to be centralized in one area, but they want to take this company global. And right now they have over 60,000 subscribers in just about the July, August, trying to think about the months, about 3.5 months, 4 months, I guess, 4 months, right? 4 months, over 60,000 subscribers to the platform already in just those amount of time. So that's pretty phenomenal numbers what the company is doing. Okay, as I told you, the name of the CEO name is Mr. Greg Lehman. He's actually this guy has a track record and I did my research on him even prior when I got into the company, because I've been in companies and I've seen companies that tell you a lot of things and you just have no idea. Or they're telling you the truth. And his documentation is very well known. He's run three successful IPOs, over 90 countries. Matter of fact, I'll be out in Dubai. This Qubittech is now in some of the major cryptocurrency magazines. He's going to be at some of the major conferences around the world, teaching people about how to just build this platform and how to take cryptocurrency and trading platforms and how to make them bigger. But the more thing about this guy is he's a mastermind in building what they call quantum technology, which is something new that I'm really studying, because this quantum idea is more than just trading. Because you can't just build a company just on trading, but you want to really give a company solid foundation by having other parts of the ecosystem, and you'll see what this is behind me in a second, as the company is going to grow. and it's different dynamics to the company. Okay, but he's very well versed. I mean, this guy, his track record, I can't even understand all the things he's done because it's just the track record is just that long. But I mean, just a true humble spirit. I got a chance to get a picture with him and shake hands with him, and I mean, one of the most humble guys you would ever meet. And I mean, if you saw him at the convention, he's in the front row taking notes. He's shaking everybody's hand. I mean, he just walks around, greeted everybody, took pictures with anyone. I mean, just you wouldn't even know what's him. He wasn't the flashiest guy in the room, yet he was the CEO and the mastermind of this amazing company called Qubittech. So what is Qubittech? Okay, it's a development ideology of Qubittech implies the creation of its own unified ecosystem. So, and the ecosystem has, what is an ecosystem? Ecosystem is you got a nucleus idea. So Qubittech is the nucleus, but you have several different verticals. So an ecosystem is several different verticals that are going to make up the company. And it's all based on quantum technologies. And what are quantum technologies? These are technologies that's going to allow us and allow people to grow in leaps and bounds. So for instance, the cell phone would be an example of a quantum technology when it first came out. Why? Because now you don't have to be in your house to answer the telephone. You can now be anywhere in the world and talk on the phone. That's a quantum technology. But quantum technologies, hence the word quantum, they're constantly developing to more and more and better ideas. And so when you look at the future technology, it's just, and I'm really trying to explain this in the right way. It's an evolution. Okay. So again, I know some of you say, I just want to make money, Jamal. I want to make money on my trades, but I've been in a lot of trading companies and platforms, and I've seen a lot of them fall. I'm being honest with you. They fall because you can't just survive on just the trading of the cryptocurrencies. You got to have other entities involved, because when the market goes down, when Bitcoin goes down, and I've lost some money in the sense that if the company was only based on trading, when the market goes down, then all our money goes down. So you want to find a company like Qubittech where the mastermind is that they have all these different verticals and an ecosystem part of the company where it's going to solidify your money for the long-term longevity of the company. Okay, and so that's what Qubittech is all based about. And so when you look at what are quantum technologies, so this is some of you may not understand what quantum technologies is. I'm still really wrapping my mind around it, but being in Dubai, and I'm going to show you some of the ideas that the company has already in place. And some of you are already partners with Qubittech. They're already in your back office to use these quantum technologies. But if you look at the bottom of the screen here, it says that by 2035, the market for quantum technologies will reach $1 trillion, which means that when you look at a company what Qubittech is doing in the beginning phase of these quantum technologies, these are things that right now you may say, this looks pretty small. But remember, the cell phone was small one day, and now today, almost everybody has a cell phone. You know, I'm in Dubai, and I mean, it's funny because when I got a SIM card in Dubai, you know, their technology over there is probably even better in the US in the sense of that I could be anywhere in Dubai and I was getting cell phone coverage because they have public Wi-Fi all over the country, and pretty much, you know, everywhere you go, you was getting Wi-Fi. And imagine in a country where you think that they didn't have Wi-Fi, which is a desert, and now Dubai itself is a quantum technology. The city is built. I mean, the buildings there. I mean, I was mesmerized. Yes, mesmerized by the city and the development of the city and their technologies. And I mean, just being at the Palm and everything they're doing out there. It's all based on quantum technologies. How to take something and make it better, get it done faster, and make tons of money at the same time. So you can kind of see where quantum technology is going, and that's the basis of what Qubittech is going about. This is the corporate staff of the company, and now that I've gotten to meet everybody on this screen except for two guys, because of the COVID, they couldn't travel to Dubai, and so therefore there were some restrictions. So it was tough getting to Dubai. Don't get me wrong. I mean, even myself personally, I had to do a lot of things to get there, but we got there. But some people just weren't able to get there because of the restrictions from their countries. And this is the corporate staff. I told you, Mr. Greg Lehman, Mr. Mark Swinkle. I got to meet him. He's actually from Florida, but he's the chief marketing officer. This guy is a mastermind. You'll hear some stuff about him in a second. and he's now in Thailand. So, you know, being in the company, one of the struggles for me was that the company is, most of the people are in Russia. The company's that biggest market is in Russia. So most people and when I was in Dubai spoke Russian. And so it was good to have Mr. Mark Swinkle to who speaks English and to be on stage to help those of us in other parts of the world that speak English, that we can really understand what Qubittech is all about. But Greg Lehman, he also speaks English as well, so we're safe there. But I mean, all these guys here that was on stage, each of these guys have a different special gift that they bring to the company. And I mean, I'm amazed that they all are very, Mr. Regent, I think I'm saying, I'm gonna say his name right. I know I was in the gym with him. This guy is leading our gaming platform. I got to sit down with him. And all these guys here are just smart at what they do. And I mean, when you begin to see more about what this company is doing, you're going to be amazed. Besides your trading money, you're going to be able to see how there's going to be a lot of money being made all around the world because of the Qubittech platform. Mr. Mark Swinkle, I just told you about him. He's our Chief Marketing Officer, and is why he's mentioned in the presentation here, because, you know, marketing is key in a company. And Mr. Mark, he has a very diverse background. He's generated millions of dollars on Wall Street in America and across the board in Thailand. I mean, his track record, his resume is huge, okay, as far as what he has accomplished. And I know why he's a Chief Marketing Officer for this company. And he is the mastermind of putting all this stuff together and getting everybody around the world together to make sure this company is a solid company that we can lean our heads on. As I told you, the company has a registered license in several different places around the world. England, Wales, Thailand, and the Virginia Islands. Because why? Because when you're doing business, you know, you just don't want to have your company in one country. That's why, guys, for those of you that are in the United States is very, very hard to start a trading platform. And most companies that I've been a part of that tried to do business in the United States, they pretty much got shut down, because the U.S. government is not very accepting of these technologies, these platforms. So that's why, if you want to find a good, solid company, they're probably going to more likely be abroad and not be based in the United States. Doesn't mean you can't join and do the business with them, just to understand there's different parameters of why you want a company that's abroad more than on the U.S. Soil, because of the U.S. government and how they take things. So the company, they have licenses in different countries. Here's their documentation to show you what they have done so far. So here's some geography about the company from when they first started to where they are right now when we were in Dubai. And so you guys know, in the U.S., in the United States, you know, we do things a little differently. So I got to kind of help you guys understand, when you look at a date here, you know, in the United States, we put the month first and then the date. We put the month first, then the day, then the year. Outside the United States, the way they write dates is, so you're not confused, they put the day first, then the month. So the company on June the 22nd of 2020, you can see what the company has accomplished. You see 28% of the users were in Russia. So Brazil, second place. You'll see the United States was 6.8%. Now, I will tell you that I do know personally that we have a lot of you guys are in the United States, but because we have to use a VPN to log into the company, pretty much I think that's why the number is probably going to be a little smaller, because when you're logging in, it's not going to look at you as in the United States. It's going to look at you from a different company, a different country. So, but even still, you see what you see the numbers are. But now look at where the company is. The company is today. That now you have Russia still dominating. That's where the most people are coming out of in Qubittech. Ukraine, you see in second place. Japan, I met Mr. Mark, another Mark. He's actually the leader out there in Japan. I met him, had a great time with him, made connections with him, and you know, looking forward to doing some things with him as well. And you see where the company has grown tremendously in Colombia, Italy, India, all over the world, where the company is currently, as of October the 1st, that's not January the 10th, that's October the 1st, 2020. So you got to learn how to now, if you guys go in Qubittech, you got to learn when we go on our next trip, you got to transition your mind to kilometers and meters and different dates and different things, the way they do things on the European, how they look at things, you know what I mean, okay? So just want to show you that. So now the screen I was telling you about, you see behind me, this is the main thing they launched back in Dubai. when you look at the Qubittech opportunity, they have a whole huge ecosystem, and I'm not going to try to explain each one. I'll go through each slide here. It's a very simple slide, but some of you may have more questions. But I think I want you just not to focus so much on trying to understand all of it. Just understand there's a lot back there for you to now see that the company has added to this company for that. And then the whole point of this ecosystem is to make the company at the end of the day, make it a solid foundational company. Okay, you understand that? Because when you're putting your money in, and some of you, I could just be very frank, let's go right to it, because some of you know, some of you already made your investment into Qubittech. You already bought your license, okay? If you not know what I'm talking about, that obviously it's a platform where you can actually take your money and you can purchase a license, and the company's going to take your money and trade it on the crypto trading platform, and you want to get a percentage on a daily basis. With that being said, though, part of the you don't want all the money coming from just the trading. You want the company that make money in other locations. So when you're looking at a company to invest your money in, and I know some of you, you heard the cash flow group. I heard we have other different groups, the Wolfpack, and haven't met you guys yet. But I understand that all of us have different crypto platforms. Well, let me let everybody know, as I'm studying this, you want to find a company that's just not making money on just paying you money on trading. Because most times they're probably not just doing trading and they're just switching money around. You want to find a company that has other entities involved, because part of you making your money, the company's going to pay from other sources. So you see here, let's just go through some of them. The trading bots, which if I'm starting from the right-hand corner here, that's going to be an opportunity where you can actually get artificial intelligence trading bots, actually robots that will trade for you, and you can actually get them. If you have $1,000 license in Qubittech right now, you can actually get your own trading bot for free. Some of you may say, Jamal, this is foreign to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't worry about it. Just give you some information. You'll start learning it more and more as you get on the presentation calls, okay? Digital corporate licenses. That's the main part of what you guys are probably on the call tonight for, because that's where your bread and butter is going to be. Pretty much 95% of you, that's where you're going to put your focus, is getting you a digital and corporate license. And that's where you're able to take some money and you're able to make a small investment of from any amount from $100 to $100,000, and you're able to earn daily profits on those licenses. Now, the digital license is what most of you are familiar with. The corporate license are a new thing they launched in Dubai, which I'll talk about in a second. Again, not getting too deep on that part, the corporate license, but for some of you may be want to take part of that because it's very lucrative on that side as well. The crypto local P2P platform. What that's going to allow you to do, that's allowing us to be able to exchange money between each other. It's a peer-to-peer platform. The Qubittech Academy. We had a major world-class life coach, motivational speaker that was on stage in Dubai, and he's actually helping us with, and they had other people from Europe. I met all these guys, influencers, showing us how to market our business. I've learned some things. I sat down, I got some coaching lessons and how to market yourself on social media, Instagram, and how to attract people and to your platform and different things like that. And so the Academy is going to be teaching us about cryptocurrency, about how to market yourself, how to be an influencer. That's another part of the system that's going to be available to the partners. The gaming, I really love this part, that now you're going to be able to take your money and be able to imagine taking your money and trading, playing online games. Maybe you may want to play blackjack online or whatever. And can you imagine that people can now take their money and not worry about losing their money? They say, well, I don't want to lose I don't want to put trade. I don't want to wait 10 months to get my money, but I'll take $500 and I want to play online gambling, or I want to play an online casino, or you want to play an online game and you want to let your children play, and you take $100 and let them play. And guess what? Can you imagine making money on your own cryptocurrency by online gaming? And it's a big industry. And I tell you, I can't explain it all. It's in my mind right now, but that's a major part of the ecosystem as well. And that's coming. They already got that already launched and designed, and you'll see that in your back office shortly. The Q phone, that blew me away. That blew me away. That the company, Mr. George Sebastian, who's the Chief Technology Officer. See, I'm learning these names now, right? Being in Dubai, I got to sit down with them and break bread with them. He launched a new Q phone, which now the company has this phone that we're going to be able to get they showed the demonstration in Dubai where it's, and guys, when you're doing cryptocurrency, you know, you want to understand when you're making big money, you're making big transactions across the world, you want to have your phone calls. Imagine having your phone calls, your video calls, your texting, all secured on a secured network where no one can track it. It can't be encrypted. Well, it is encrypted. The Q phone does that, and they launched that technology in Dubai, and we're going to, and they are, some of the leaders already got the Q phone. This is not the Q phone, by the way, but it looks like the Samsung phone, but you're gonna be able to get the Q phone, and it's amazing that technology they're doing out there. And this again for what Qubittech is doing. This is an example of how big this company is, besides just you putting your dollar in and trying to make a profit. Okay, a digital ecosystem. That's also something they got going on that they're developing, and then a crypto market and analytics, which they're able to take what's going on in cryptocurrency, and they're monitoring what's going on by different, they're not just doing trading, they're analyzing what's going on in the industry, and they're finding the best way for the company to make money on the crypto market system, okay? So next slide here. So again, each slide is going to break down some of these different ecosystems. So I talked about the P2P platform, where you want to have a wide range of payment options. So some of you were struggling to get your money into Qubittech, and you know you're trying to use Coinbase or whatever. Well, they now put together a P2P platform, and actually it's actually up and running right now, cryptolocal.net, where you can have different payment options, different ways to make payments. Okay, if you want to get your money out, unlimited volume on transactions, commissions even on that. So now you're able to probably earn affiliate commissions on when your partners are also making transactions within that system. The main thing I like about it is no KYC is needed, which means you don't have to put all your IDs and driver's license on the platform in order to purchase your Bitcoin and to trade Bitcoin with that, to fast deposits and withdrawals of cryptocurrency. So Qubittech has basically designed their own platform so you can actually transfer your transactions and within the company. So that's a huge launch. They launched in Dubai. And some of you will say, Jamal, I'm so good, because some of you know how the headaches we had trying to get our money transactions, and they now put together a whole system for us to be able to do that in a very easy way. And again, these are all new things. So as I learn more and more as the weeks go by, I'll give you more details on me trying it out. You know how I am. I'm always going to try it out first, and then you guys wait. And some of you may learn it faster than I do, but just showing you for the first presentation's sake, these are some things that Qubittech has in their ecosystem. Okay. Then the next one is, I told you, the gaming system. Okay, doublespin.bet. The site is actually up. It's in its infancy stages. And I say infancy, not that all the stuff is basically already in place. It's just that now putting everything, when you're putting a website together, you got to make sure everything is dotting the I's and crossing the T's. So can you imagine already 500 plus online games that you could play? Okay, and it's all you're not using your own money. You can use your own Bitcoin dollars to actually play these games with. Okay, you can earn and learn with these games, multiplayer online games. Okay, use your digital wallet. You can pay with your wallet. And again, I told you that one thing they announced in Dubai was that this is where your kids can actually participate, because some of the games, and they was telling parents that you could give your son or your daughter 100 coins and let them go play a game online. And guess what? When they win in cryptocurrency. So this is what's so big about this, guys. For you guests that are listening, I want you to understand this, and this is what really hit me when he said no. So let's say somebody said, well, I don't want to invest my money. What if I don't want to lose my money? I don't want to invest my money and wait 10 months to get my money back on a platform. I don't want to invest my money long term. But what if you could take your $100 and you could play blackjack, right, with your cryptocurrency dollars, and when you win your money, so you're now making your money in crypto. So let's say you play blackjack, you spin and you hit, as they say in the casino, right, and you make your money within 5 minutes, and boom, it's in your Bitcoin wallet. Okay, and this is all part of the quantum technology platform that Qubittech is doing. So now, can you imagine how many more users we can come into our company? Because we don't have to worry about trying to get, let's say, I don't want to invest some money on a trading. But how many people go to the casino every day? How many people pay the lottery every day? So you can say, well, listen, you don't have to worry about doing the trading part. Hey, how about you just go ahead and play one of our games online and make money from playing games every day. I don't know if any of you are excited about that, just give me a 1 in the chat. I don't know if I'm making myself clear about this aspect of the company, because the whole room went ecstatic in Dubai when they launched this on stage, that we now have a gaming platform for our users. And again, they don't have to do a trade. They could just simply use Qubittech just for playing games. And can you imagine getting a commission on when your people are playing those games on our platform? I mean, it's an amazing, amazing concept that this company has done. I mean, I love that part. The Qubittech Academy, it's going to be a learning platform, okay? How to work and how to present, how to do webinars, technical support, duplication. They talked about a sales funnel out there in Dubai where they're going to be giving us, and some of you are going to see this in your back offices, is the company now has a platform that's going to help you grow your business, how to grow your organization. I got to sit down with, these guys are young, and I say young, I'm still young, in my own mind, right? But these guys are like 25, 26, making millions of dollars. They're big influences on the international circuits, and they now was teaching us how to generate leads through Instagram, through Facebook, okay? And they're going to be teaching us how to set your social media up and learning how to build your self-confidence, how to build your brand, and how to build, and they call it, and if any of you know about what influencers are, if you have any young people in your family or in your children, ask them what a YouTube influencer is, and they'll tell you those are people who are making millions of dollars on YouTube, and they're just going online and they may be opening up a toy. Anybody know about that? Anybody have children that they watch YouTube all day and watch people play games all day, and they make millions of dollars because they're influencers? Well, Qubittech Academy is now going to teach you how to do that. I mean, guys, this company is just, and guess what? And they're going to allow you to take your profits to pay for the platform, and you'll get more information about that as we talk about that in the upcoming conference calls. Okay, guys, the mobile app. It will be launched this month. They say by the end of October. Where now, can you imagine? Let's give a shout out. The company now has their own mobile app launched. I mean, this company, guys, I tell you, I've been in a lot of companies that start up and they talk a lot of good games, talk about how they're doing all this stuff. But I love a company that's on a cutting edge, 100%. They're spending their money and they're getting stuff done. So I'm not sure if you can actually download it now, but go online, and I know it will be, they say by the end of October, we'll be able to actually do everything from a special app. So now you don't have to log into Qubittech.com anymore, or AI anymore. You can have your own app and do all the functions that you do on your website. You could do it right from the convenience of the app. Come on, guys. If you're on this platform, if you're listening for the first time, can you give me a 1? If that's something that you would like to have in a company, can you imagine? Some of you have different trading platforms. And can you imagine having it all in one app at the same time? I mean, guys, that's the benefit of what Qubittech is doing. And again, this is all part of the quantum technology idea where everything they're doing is at a high level. Now, I told you about the Q phone. Guys, let me I'm just showing you what this company is doing. I mean, and you again, I know you're probably saying, I just want to make money, but you got to look at the basis of the company, because this is where your money gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, and I'm looking forward to all of you qualifying for our next convention, if not in January. Okay, if you're not qualifying in January to go, and I can't even pronounce it, I know it's in Spain. Okay, it's an island in Spain where the company is paying for everybody, the top 30 leaders. But then in February, we're going to be going to Asia. So those of you, get your passports together, because February is going to happen really, really fast. Okay, and that's going to be where we all can go to Asia, and it's going to be somewhere in Asia. But you want to be able to go out there, and I lost my train of thought while I was talking about that. But I just love the fact that what this company is doing, and it's exciting. But what I'm saying is that you want to make sure that company's got a solid foundation and got different things they got going on for you to make money. But this Q phone technology, now this is something that's really huge, because part of you being a part of the platform, you have the opportunity to get this phone. Okay, and some of you may not understand, Jamal, I just want to make money. But let me tell you, when you're out there, and I was out in Dubai, and I'm seeing these guys, I mean, I'm in a room with millionaires, literally millionaires, people that's making big, big money, And when you're making big dollars, you want to make sure your transactions are not secure. Trust me, there's nothing, trust me, it has happened. There's people who've gotten their accounts intercepted with $30,000. People lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because they didn't have their transactions secured. Or they're making phone calls and they're not encrypted. You want to make sure everything is done. So this Q phone is going to be able to do all that stuff. Okay, can you imagine? Like, think about if those of you in America, think about the president of the United States. When he makes a phone call to another country, he's not calling on a regular cell phone. He's calling on a special technological phone, right? And can you imagine? You will now have the same type of technology in the palm of your hand. Okay, and so you see my screen it's protected from people. People can't listen to your phone calls. They can't encrypt everything you do, your video calls, your conference calls. Everything is all encrypted. It can't be tracked. It's amazing, and they demonstrated this phone out in Dubai, and I was amazed at what is going to be done. So this is also already developed, and they already got test marketing with the leaders, and it's going to be able to be purchased in our hands very shortly. Okay, now. Some stuff let's get into the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about here today while you're here, the trading bots. Now, some of you may understand what the trading bots are. And this is probably something some of you who like to be more intellectual. You like to really understand what cryptocurrency is all about. Well, once you have a $1,000 license, which means once you have invested $1,000 minimum into Qubittech, they actually give you your own personal trading bots. Which means is that instead of you relying on a company doing the trading for you, you can actually get your own bots and you can actually do your own trades on your own. Okay, again, this may seem foreign to a lot of you because you may be new to this concept of cryptocurrency and the artificial intelligence technology, but this is going to be something that some of you are going to want to start looking at as far as how to learn. This is going to really help you understand. And what I got out of Dubai, to be honest with you, was I'm going to start going to these cryptocurrency conferences. I was talking with a guy out of Sweden, and he said he was working a regular 9-to-5 job in the steel industry in Sweden. And now this guy is making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And he said, Jamal, what happened was I just started studying cryptocurrency. I started learning what it is all about. And I started trading on my own. I started doing some trading. I started understanding what the robots were doing. And so this is where once you get knowledge, they say knowledge is power, right? Well, applied knowledge is power, yes, but you got to have some knowledge. So sometimes it's not just guys just trying to make a dollar. I know some of you just want to make a dollar, but it's time for you to understand what's behind the dollar. And this is one of the things the company offers, where you can actually get 7% results on a monthly basis. And that's a give and take for numbers because there's a learning curve in having a trading bot, but it's a good thing to learn because now you can see what the company's doing on a grand scale. You could do it at home as an individual, okay? Now, the main thing about the program is the digital license, okay? This is where all of you right now on this call, because this is where you're gonna make your money tonight, okay? And you're able to now take your money and you're gonna purchase a digital license. That's what it's called. It's called a digital license. And it started for as low as $100 one-time investment up to $100,000, okay? And you see in my screen here from $100 to 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000. And I'll get some more training about that because some of you who are already signed up, if you are intending on joining the platform, I want you to stick around because it's very important to get started properly. I didn't have a lot of knowledge. I was kind of ignorant when I first got started, and now I made some mistakes. I didn't lose any money, but I made some mistakes that I knew I would have done if I had to do it differently. And I want to make sure you guys get started properly, and you want to choose the proper amount, and you want to make sure you purchase the right license in the beginning, and you want to upgrade yourself accordingly, because if you want to qualify for these new trips and all the things the company has, you want to make sure you choose the right license. So again, you kind of get in where you fit in, okay? Now, let me say this right off the bat, because I didn't say this at all throughout the whole entire call, okay? And if you are not familiar with the trading platform or any type of investments, there are no guarantees. Now, when I say there are no guarantees, I can't guarantee you this, that if you take $100,000 and you put it and you do invest it, as excited as I am, I got the t-shirt on today and I'm excited, I got the flag and everything like that, I can't guarantee that anything. Now, with that being said, that I don't want you to invest any more money than you're willing to lose. Let me understand what that means. And some of you already have been part of other platforms. Well, no matter what platform you do, until you own it, it's just like the stock market. Do not invest. I'm going to say it slowly. Do not invest any more money than you're willing to lose. And, you know, since I've been doing this for several years, I find people that still don't understand what that means. Because they'll call me and say, oh my God, they'll call me crying because something happened, maybe a different platform. And I say, remember, you have to remember, do not invest any more money you want to lose. And I will also say this, if I'm sponsoring you or you're sponsoring other people, some of you are guests on the call today, I'm all about relationships, and integrity is really huge for me. There's nothing more than integrity for me. I would rather have integrity than have money. So with that being said, do not invest any more money that's going to cause you to stop talking to the person that invites you to the platform. In other words, do not invest any more money that's going to cost us our relationship. So please don't do that. If Nicole invited you, if Brent invited you, if I invited you, whomever invited you, do not invest any more money that if something does happen to this company, that all of a sudden we're not going to talk anymore. So if you look at this platform tomorrow, well, I want to buy a $5,000 license. And I'm going to tell you in a second, probably on the next slide. Let me see if the next slide show it. Let me see. Okay, yes. Okay, it's going to come up. Okay. There's going to be a reason why you're going to want to probably get the 10,000 license. I'm going to tell you in a second why. But if $10,000 is going to make you not talk to me anymore, if something goes awry, then don't invest $10,000. I'm going to really be strong about that because I don't want anyone losing any friendships because of an opportunity. So don't let emotions get you. So don't invest emotionally, but invest wisely. So don't also be scared either, because scared money don't make any money. So don't. Some people say, well, I'm going to do the minimum. I'm just going to do $100. Well, I'm going to tell you $100 is probably not going to do anything. I was out in Dubai. Trust me. No one in that room. I mean, Sabina, maybe you could tell me, Sabina. I don't think anyone in that room had not less than a $10,000 license for sure. I mean, 25,000 was like majority. And I know I was with a guy out of Sweden, a new friend of mine, Victor. He did 50,000. His first time doing cryptocurrency at all, $50,000 license. Okay, but so don't make your minimum your maximums, because you're going to regret it. You will regret, because you'll always say, I wish I had done more. And that's the whole financial teaching that I'll give you on another call about how to, as people have called me, all you got to do is tell me how much money you have. What's your financial, if you're willing to be exposing, I will help you to understand how much you should invest. Because sometimes we invest too little money. And then you would say, I should have done more. Okay. So what happens when you invest your money? I want to make sure I slow down and make sure that important part of this call, and I will always make that a point. Okay. So what happens when you make your investment and you purchase a digital license? Okay. Every license that you get, the company is going to give you back 250% on your license purchase. So if you had a $10,000 license, you're going to earn 250% on that 10,000, which would be what? 25,000. So a $10,000 license will, in turn, will get you 25,000 back in return. Okay. So that means you're going to make a 250% on whatever license you purchase. Make sense? Okay. Now, and once you reach the 250% that you earn, that license will be automatically deactivated, which means, so let's say I start today and I buy a 10,000 license today, October the 11th, 2020. Now, the company right now is giving us about 2%, up to 2% a day earnings. Okay, which means, and let's just say you earn 1%. Right now, it takes about 10 months, approximately, don't hold numbers to this, because it can fluctuate, about 10 months for you to earn your 250%. Once you earn your 250% and everything's tracked in your back office, you will see it. Once you earn that 50%, you will no longer earn on that $10,000 because the company at that point had paid you out your entire 250%. Okay, so I just want you to understand that. Okay, so what does that mean? On your license, you're going to earn about 25% per month. Okay, remember there are no fixed numbers here, but based on the company's records and what they know their numbers are and what the analysts are giving them, you're going to earn about 25% per month on your digital license. So if you had $10,000, you're going to earn about $2,500 a month on $10,000. Not bad, okay? So 20, and watch this. So 2,500 times 10 equals what? $25,000. See that? See how I did that math? So that's it's not going to be exactly that, but that's around what the numbers are. If you're looking at what's your ROI on your investment, that's pretty much about what you're going to get. Okay. Now, so here's this. You want to screenshot this screen here because this is where your money is. About 250%. That's what the company is going to give you in your license. Okay. You're going to earn every single day. I love that. So we get paid 7 days a week, and the percentages again are up to 2% a day. So it could be as little as 0.5%, and it could be as high as 2%. Okay. So, but that's going to be on a daily basis. We get paid, and pretty much if you're in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, pretty much we get our daily pay around 12 o'clock per day. And the daily pay is based on the trades of the company. So they're not just giving us money; it's based on the company doing their trades. So based on the company's performance for the last day, that's how much you're going to earn as a collective the next day. Okay. So the minimum amount is $100. So the minimum you can invest, which is purchasing your license, is $100 US. Okay. Now they do convert the money in any kind of currency, but basically the company in the back office is based on the US dollar. Again, about 25% per month. Okay, you want to earn every day, and you can withdraw your earnings every single day. And there's some different platforms, and some of you know what I'm talking about. You're trying to get your money out, and everybody got different. And what I like about Qubittech is that you can withdraw your money every single day. Okay, so you can, and there's people who are withdrawing their money every single day, as long as it's no more. No, I mean the minimum amount has to be $10. So if you're looking at how much you should invest in this company, you should at least invest enough that you're making at least. And I shouldn't even say that because sometimes I don't even want to say that because I don't want you guys thinking small. Because when I was in Dubai, number one, the city don't think small, but no one in Dubai was thinking small. These people in Qubittech, they're thinking big. So for me to even tell you $10, that my sponsor will probably laugh at me for telling you $10. Okay, because they're playing with big numbers. They're not playing with small numbers. But the minimum investment is $10. So if you're trying to get your money back, whatever you're trying to do, it's your prerogative what you want to do. That's the minimum amount, but you can withdraw every single day. Okay. Now, the corporate license, this is something brand new that just got in Dubai, and I'm just blown away about what this company has done. Okay, that you can actually purchase a corporate license, which is going to allow you to actually purchase your own home or purchase a car. And the company is going to finance the house for you, or they're going to finance the car for you, just for being a partner. And I'm not going to go into detail right now about it, but basically, if you want to purchase the home, you have to have at least a $10,000 license, which means you had to at least invest $10,000 at one time into the Qubittech platform. Okay, so if you want to purchase the home, and it's about, and basically they're going to buy the house for you. Okay, and of course you're going to take, it's basically getting a loan that the company's going to finance the house, and they're going to pay you through your license. I won't get into more of the details than that. This actual Mark Sprinkle did a call. He's actually doing a video right now breaking down a corporate license. So I'm gonna play that video once it's done, but just showing you that's available to you. So if you're looking down the tube, they already got this already launched. The car, to get the car, you only have to have a $5,000 license. Okay, which means, and that means that it has to be a one-time. So it can't be, you can't do 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. It has to be a one-time $5,000 license if you want to get a car financed If you want to get a home, a condo finance, you have to have at least a one-time $10,000 license. Now that means you can do a 1,000 and a 5,000. Some of you have a 1,000 license. Then you add 4,000, make it a 5,000. Add 5 more grand, it'd be a 10,000, or do 10,000 all at one time. So, and then you see some of the other stuff, traveling accounts. If you want to purchase a cell phone, you want to purchase a laptop, if you want to get credits on any other things, this corporate license part right here, this is when the whole room went nuts. Dubai. I mean, everybody was just waving their flag, like, oh my God, yes, 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 you know. And I'm really looking forward to learning more and more about the corporate license. But they already have it launched already. And again, they always let the leaders get started first with it. They do the test market with it, but it's already up and running. But once Mark watched the video, some of you may want to take part in it. I know I'm going to definitely want to do it. And I mean, it was when it was explained to me, I was blown away by what the company's going to do. In 5 months, you're basically going to have your house financed by the company, or your car financed by the company, just by you making an initial deposit of, like, I think it's like 30% deposit on the house or on the car, and the company's going to finance the rest. So that's a pretty amazing deal. Okay, but here's the corporate license. So as it says here, I forgot this slide was here. So you could buy any house, you could buy a car, you could pay any goods or services, and you're getting a discount up to 70% on that purchase. Why? Because basically what happens is your waiting period is only about 1 to 5 months, and the whole thing is going to be paid for. So can you imagine buying a $100,000 home and it's all paid for in 1 to 5 months? Can you imagine buying a car? You buy a $25,000 car, and instead of paying it off in 5 years, I mean, you got a 5-year car. I know 5 years. I've done that program. And can you imagine now having that car paid off in 1 to 5 months? Maybe you guys didn't hear me. Okay, let that sink in. Okay, and you're getting from a 30% to a 70% discount on that purchase. The full purchase cost, they paying for the full purchase, and it's going to be returned on your license. So basically, the company's actually smart that they're taking your money that you're going to purchase that home with, and the company's going to make that money for your house or your car, whatever you want to purchase, and they're going to make it in the trading markets. So they're basically taking your money, and they're going to, you guys see what I'm saying? They're taking that 30,000, whatever, for that house, and they're going to trade that money on the market, and that's how they're going to buy that house for you. They're going to take that money, and they're going to trade it, and they're going to triple that money on the market and pay your house off for you in 1 to 5 months. And all you got to do is put down, and it doesn't say here, but I think that the minimum amount deposit is to me, if correct me correctly, I think all you need is a 30% down. So no matter what the item is, I think it's 30% down, and then the company takes care of the rest. Okay. So I mean that's a phenomenal thing. For $100 license, as you saw on the last screen, any service or products, whatever you want to buy, and also, and guess what? There's also an affiliate commission to this. So if I sponsor Nicole, and Nicole buys a house through the program, I get a commission for her house purchase. Now, the key nugget is I have to have a corporate license myself. So if I sponsor Nicole and I don't have a corporate license myself, I cannot earn on her purchase of a house or a car, or whatever, if I don't have a corporate license. Guys, I mean, like, I'm out of time here, but I'm going on about this because this one was like another thing that this company they just blew us away in Dubai, okay, with all this stuff, okay? So just want to it says the maximum cost of a corporate license is limited by the total cost of the digital licenses activated by the user. In other words, whatever you want to purchase, you have to have that amount in your investment into the company. So if you want to get a $30,000 car, you have to have that amount of money purchased, invested into your back office. Because you understand why? Because the company's not going to make an investment in you if you don't make an investment in them. So it's a partnership here. So you can't have a $1,000 investment in a company and want a $30,000 car. You want to have that amount of money for the company to front that money to you. Okay, hope that makes sense to you. Okay, now the affiliate program, guys. I think I'm pretty much done here. There's some more stuff in there. I know it's I know I'm being long-winded here, but it's a lot of stuff in this presentation. I'll get it down to a short amount of time, but it's just a lot here that I want to break down to you. The affiliate program, how do you get paid? Some of you want to go out there and recruit other people into the company. And I'm telling you guys, where Qubittech is going, it will be a household name. And it's growing really, really fast. And the people these guys they have behind the company that are like multi influencers, that got millions of people following them. They want to help Qubittech become a huge name because they know how to influence on Instagram. They know how to do YouTube videos, and they're going to be helping us do that. So trust me, you're going to want to start getting people signed up. So you have different bonuses. You have direct bonuses, which mean people that you personally recruit or refer to the company. Matching bonuses. So that's going to be that if you sponsor somebody and what you're going to make, whatever they make, you're going to get exact match. So if I sponsored Nicole and Nicole makes, and it's already happened because Nicole already got matching bonuses. If Nicole make $10, all of a sudden I make $10. That's a nice bonus, okay? Binary bonuses. Some of you are familiar with binary compensation plans. You get bonuses on that. You get rank bonuses. Some of you are very close to hitting the next rank, and you want to know that. Okay, that's a training as well. And those are some big bonuses the company are paying out as you climb in the ranks. Then there's quick start bonuses. Now, that brings me to the next slide. If you're getting started tonight, but they also made a change because some of you have gotten started like myself. I didn't understand the quick start bonus when I first got started, but the company has now opened it up that now you can always earn a quick start bonus forever now. So whether you got started back in July or you got started in August or September and your window has expired, it has now been reopened, okay? But I will tell you the one caveat: you must have sponsored at least 2 people on each side of your legs, okay? Which means that if you, in order to qualify for the quick start bonus, for every 4 people you sponsor, you must have 2 on your left and 2 on your right. So any one of you that's thinking right now and you're a leader and you plan on sponsoring a lot of people, make sure the first thing you do is put 2 on the left and 2 on the right, okay? So do that right now. The next people you sponsor, if you got everybody on your one side, make sure you get 2 people on that other side. If you're not understanding what that means, call one of us and we can go through it and get back offers. But here's what happens. How the quick start bonus works. Within a 15-day period, for every 4 people you sponsor, okay, the company's going to give you a bonus based on the first 4 people that every time you for every 4. So in other words, if I sponsor 4 people and one person puts 1,000 in, person number 2 puts 5,000 in, person number 3 puts 10,000 in, person number 4 puts 5,000 in, the company's going to give me a bonus based on the lowest license of those first 4 people. Okay, so when you're putting people into the company, be very strategic how you're doing this, because you don't want to put a $100 person in, then put 3 $5,000 person in, because here's what happened. If you put one 100 and then 3 5,000s, you know what your bonus is going to be? 100. So be careful about the $100 people, okay? Because you want to. So if I was you and you want to be strategic, I would make sure if you're putting in 4 people, I would make sure I'm putting in maybe 4 1,000 people or 4 500 people, because you want to get the bonus based on the lowest package purchased by one of the first 4. Okay, so I just want you to understand how that works. Okay, let me continue here. Direct and binary bonuses as well. Again, I got to wrap up way over time here, but there's lots of bonuses, lots of ways to make money to different levels, from levels 1 to 4 if you qualify. So some of you who have been signed up for some time, it's time for you to get yourself qualified. I was talking to Nicole today because you want to start getting yourself to the gold level so you're making money on the different levels. And again, one thing about network marketing I've always learned: never leave money on the table. Okay, so that means you want to be qualified on all levels throughout the program. Okay, and the different payment systems that you can use to withdraw. And here's rank advancements as well. As you rank up in the company, from $100 from rank 1 all the way down to rank 12, a $500,000 bonus. Okay, I know my uplines, my sponsor person is rank 5, so she got the $5,000 bonus already. I think her sponsor, her sponsor and up there is at rank 9, a 50,000. He's ranked 9 with a $50,000 bonus. I actually got a picture of him on stage. He was one of the top income. He's the 9th highest income earner in the company out of 60,000 people, where he's already made over almost $700,000 in just a couple of months. So he doesn't speak much English, so I would love to have him on the call, but you know, we'll get to that. You guys will meet some of the people that's doing some very great things in the company. Okay. And other matching bonuses, guys. I mean, it just goes on and on. Okay. You should be excited at this point because the company has everything in place for you to make some big money. And then we have the Ultra Promotion Program for affiliate users. And what this is going to be a program to help you grow your business, I told you. And this is going to be a case where you're going to be able to take your money and purchase. It's going to help you grow your business, okay? And we'll get into that. And some of you, as you start getting to different leadership levels, I'll have separate calls for you for those things because I don't want to bore you with details today on the call today, okay? So with that being said, let's see what this is. Condition for receiving. Yeah, that's just showing you how you can actually get started. And somebody's writing on my screen right now, okay? And this whole Ultra Promotion Program, this is actually going to help you. You see how it said it's going to help you build your social media platforms. It's going to help you how to become. And some of you probably say, Jamal, some of you may be struggling in the area because you don't know how to recruit. You don't know how to build a platform. You don't know how to build a network. And if you want to make a lot of money in anything, you can have your own personal investment money, but your network is important. And your network will always determine your net worth, bar none. And so if you don't have a big network, it's time for you to learn how to build a network. And you probably definitely be a part of this program. And what the company's going to do, they're going to allow you to take your bonuses and you can pay for your program through your bonuses to learn how to have more influence and how to build your network, okay? So look forward to that, okay? Also, and for those of you maybe in different countries, I wouldn't recommend this in the United States. It's not going to happen if you're in the United States, but if you do want to, if you do want to move out of the U.S., okay? I'm thinking about this a little bit, and you want to have a dual citizenship, the company will actually pay you to open up a corporate office, and they've done it in other countries. I don't have, oh, here, actually right here, you can see. We have offices all over the world. So in Mexico, UK, Czech, Ukraine, Turkey, Nigeria, Thailand, Cambodia. These are all people who have actually opened offices in these areas. These are actually regular partners like you and I. So if you do want to do that, the company will pay for you. They will give you a monthly stipend, and it will actually help you to pay the rent for the office. And you can actually open up a regional office for Qubittech, and they will pay. And it's already been done. As you see, you can count the offices already. And these are actual offices that have been opened up. And if you want to do that, you just got to be ranked 4 or higher, and a company where you can actually open up your own office. Okay, man. And this is some other stuff about the company. If you want to take a screenshot of this, these are some of the different magazines and online platforms that's talking about cryptocurrency. So if you want to know how big Qubittech really is, because again, a lot of companies talk a good game, but if you want to be a real company, because there's some scams out there, guys. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of scams out there. There was a big article that came out from the U.S. government right now. The IRS they're going hard after these scams because the scams today is now using their currency, and they're scamming people by getting them to put money into these companies. So if you want to avoid a scam and there are some real companies out there. And Qubittech, well, I feel they're a real company because if you look at these platforms, if you take a screenshot of here and you go on these websites, these are the big dogs out there. And these are the big dogs that's monitoring the big companies out there. And this Qubittech is actually on these platforms. So again, if you're studying where you put your money at, track your money. That's why, guys, I'm being honest with you about some of you in our cash flow group. You know, we're going to talk about that in a second. I know we're going to be late tonight, but you know, it is what it is. That company, if a company's you're not able to follow that company, they don't have any track record. You got to know how to treat them, you know, and you want to kind of treat them as what they are, you know. But the companies that are legit, and not saying there's a guarantee they're going to be around forever, but you want to make sure that company is around a little more. And so that's why this screen right here is very important to know, where Qubittech is now recognized on all the platforms around the world. Okay, the robots. This is actually a contest. If you want to win a free iPhone, you know, you actually get your robot. You know, take your time out, you actually get it for free. If some of you got that mind to learn, and as you share your testimony, you can win a free iPhone as well. And they have other companies, they have other contests out there, by the way. If you do advertise, if you're on a Telegram, if you're not on the Telegram group, let me know. I'll put you in a Telegram chat because the company do announce other promotions. Like if you promote on Instagram, when we was out in Dubai, they gave away free money for anybody that put the most pictures up on their platform, stuff like that. You can actually win some extra dollars. So guys, I know there's a lot of information tonight about Qubittech, but I definitely want to welcome the Wolfpack group and some of the other groups, Clash Flow group that's out there. And I hope you guys really learned some today. I hope you really, I'm going to take some time to answer some questions, as I know you probably have them, but I want to try to keep the questions to a minimum about the trading part. And I'm not, and so don't be upset or offended if I kind of just say that question will be answered at a later time, or if I'll refer you to a video, because I want to kind of respect everybody's time tonight, and I don't want anybody getting too far off to majoring in the minors. You know, there's a lot back there the company's doing, but we want to kind of take it in steps and not get too complicated and trying to get all this information. And then the main thing is that get yourself signed up, get your license purchased, and start making money on a daily basis. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna open the call up for questions. If you guys have any questions, and let me unmute the call. Hold on one second here. Thank you guys for still sticking around. Let me see. Okay. Okay, guys. I opened the call up, so if you have a question, you can unmute yourself, and hopefully we can do it in a good fashion here. If not, then I'll just have you raise your hand. But if you have a question of any magnitude, go ahead and ask your question. Just unmute yourself and go ahead and ask your question. You can just hit unmute, or you can put your question in the chat if you have a question. Let me see. Okay, I'm looking at the questions now. I don't see anything in the chat. Okay, I see Sabiju.
Yes. Hi, Jamal. Thank you so much for taking the time. I'm with the Wolfpack.
Yes, how are you?
Good, thank you. Really appreciate you taking the time to connect with us about this. One quick question for you. You had mentioned the trading robots, and that what I'm understanding is it's two different types of trading platform here. There's the automated platform that Qubittech is doing on the back end. You come in, you don't have to think about it. But with the trading robots, that gives you more, from what I understand you're saying, it gives you more control of how you trade and when you trade, and how diverse your trading is. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep, absolutely, 100% correct.
Okay,
yep.
Awesome. Man, I'm blown away.
It's going right, yeah, right. And what's nice is what they launched in Dubai is there's different robots. There's robots that are aggressive. If you know how to stock, you have aggressive and conservative. So there's some robots you can set to be aggressive robots where they're trading quickly and fast. You can trade, yes. and you set your robots to do different things. So absolutely, it's all manual, and you can control how your money fluctuates. I mean, it's totally all manual, controlled by the user. So absolutely, great question, Bijou.
No, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Absolutely, great question. I like that. That's a good first question. Anybody else have a question? No questions? Can't be.
I do have a question on the bots.
Yes, Cassandra.
Cassandra.
Cassandra, sorry, I apologize.
No, I noticed each of them had different dollar amounts for each bot. So when you invest 1,000, which bot are you getting, and what's the difference between those three?
Okay, yeah. So when you do the $1,000, you get to choose one robot. So up until Dubai, they only had one robot. Now, and again, I mean, I just know that the basis, each robot does different things. So you get one of them for free from the company. You just got to choose which one. Again, I'm not 100% versed because we just came out of Dubai with that. So you get to choose which other robots you want. And it was a slide that they had in Dubai that I saw that kind of broke down the different robots. And once I got to find that, and then I could probably come back to everybody and show you the different robots. But again, with the robots, if you're not familiar with it, I wouldn't suggest you try to go hard with it. Just take like $100, $200 and just practice with a couple dollars with it, because there's a learning curve to the robots, because remember, it's not the company, as Bijou said, the company does the trades on their own for you. But with the robots, it's you doing it all on your own. There's no company involved. So, you know, so the learning curve, you may be doing a trade and you may hit buy. And if anybody familiar with trading cryptocurrencies, it's a buy and trade type of platform. And I don't want to, I can get the details with to show you some screenshots. But if you are not skilled when to buy or trade, you may buy and you may lose everything.
Right.
You know, because you didn't know what to do. So, and you make such a robot to buy at certain times of the night, whatever. So it's a learning curve with the robots, but it's a great thing to try out because it's going to really help you understand what the company is actually doing on a grand scale and what they're doing. So I'm not sure if I answered your question, but
you did. You did. If we can just get more information on what each of those bots do, because and one other question to follow that. So with these bots, like I noticed, Qubittech is trading with Bitcoin. Is it Ether? And I'm not sure what the other one is. Do you know what currencies they're trading with?
Well, what happens is, so what they do is they have what they call analytics. What they do is, and one of my last presentation I have here, the old one, because this is kind of the post-Dubai presentation, but they don't just do one cryptocurrency. It's just that the Bitcoin Ethereum is how you can get your, those are the currencies that you're able to transfer your money in and out of the back office with.
Okay.
But as far as the company doing trades, they do a market analysis and they're going to trade every way they see fit. So if there's a chance to take and buy some of these altcoins, you know, like you got, I know there's so many altcoins out there, Relitum, and you got stuff like that. So the companies behind the scenes, they're doing whatever, they're doing whatever it takes to keep profits for the company. So if they see a coin that's a chance they could take $1 million and put it over here, they're going to buy that coin and they're going to trade that coin. So on a trading platform, you don't just trade Bitcoin. It's more than just one particular coin. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
But as far as you investing your money and withdrawing it, it's in Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Gotcha.
Great question. Another great question. I love great questions. All questions are great. All questions are great. I just love detailed questions like that. But anyone else? Any other questions about the money being earned? Did anybody have any questions about that? Anything? Go ahead, Derek.
Hey, Jamal. Yeah, I just have questions about the license.
Yes.
When you purchase, let's say if you purchase one license, can you purchase more currently, or are you just like locked into that one license? Let's say you purchase $1,000 license today, and then let's say next week you ready to purchase a $10,000 license. Can you do that, or?
Absolutely, yeah. You could buy one license every single day.
Okay.
So as far as strategy, you know, I'm all about strategy. That's why our next call, you know, talk about as far as strategy goes. And I know I was a guinea pig, so I did not understand the strategy when I signed up. So what I did was I kept buying $1,000 licenses, thinking that it's going to get me to 5,000 as far as ranking up. And so those of you who are looking to have the different higher ranks, if you need a 5,000 license, which means that 1,000 license will not make you a 5,000 license silver member. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So for strategy reasons, you can buy 1,000 license. You can buy 1,000 license for every day if you want. So if you buy
you just be a silver license 5 times then.
Correct. You will not be a silver. You'll be a bronze member.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be a bronze 5 times.
No, you'll still be a silver because silver is 1,000, 5,000. But what I'm saying is that you will be, let's say 500. Let's say you bought, two 500. Let's give you an example. If you bought 2 500 license, you're still going to be a bronze because to be a silver, it has to be one time 1,000, or you can upgrade that license to go to the next level. Does that make sense? So I know I answered your question. So you can buy as many licenses you want. Right. But for those of you who are getting signed up and you're talking about strategy, you want to decide what package you want to be at early on, because tomorrow when something happens or the company has a promotion, or like the corporate licenses, for instance, if you want to buy a car, or let's say you want to buy a car, for instance. If I want to buy a car, if I have, and I know I'm probably going too deep into the question, but you guys know me, I like to give you all the stuff, you know, I want everybody to know all the details, right? So let's say you want to get a car with the company, and let's say you have 5 1,000 license, you can't get a car because you have to have one 5,000 license at one time. Okay.
But
Matter of fact, I can show you better than I can tell you.
but you, like you said, you can upgrade your current license. So you
Correct.
can upgrade, let's say, a bronze into a silver or a silver into a gold.
Correct. Yep. So that's to my question. Yep. You just answered the question. So yep. So you could take it 1,000 and upgrade it for 4,000, and then that become a 5,000 package. Absolutely.
Wow.
Okay.
So you can just have really one license and just keep upgrading it if you like.
Correct. And that would be the plan. That would be the goal where you want to, that's where you want to have that 10,000 license, because that 10,000 mark, the 10,000 license gets you qualified for all of the level bonuses paid out, and it gets you the highest part of the comp plan. Well, actually, I think the next one is the 50,000, you know, then 100,000, but at least the 10,000 gets you qualified for all the corporate license that you may need and anything else the company promotions they're running.
And you can use your profits that you earn every day that you said you can withdraw from every day to upgrade your license.
Correct. Absolutely, you can.
Wait.
You can let your wallet accumulate. So let's say you had 2,000 in your wallet, and you want to take 2,000 from outside. You can take your 2,000, combine it with the 2,000 in your wallet, and you can upgrade that 1,000 wallet to 5,000, for instance. Or if you have a $100 account, you want to get to 500. You got 200 in your wallet right now. You can deposit $300 into your wallet, and it'll go on top of the 200, and then you upgrade your 100 to 500.
I like that. That is awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Any other questions? Great question. No other questions. All right. If you guys are very tired,
Jamal, if you could check the feed as well.
Okay, yeah, feed. Okay. Somebody said, okay, so has it started yet? Galaxy S10, I'm not sure what you were asking there. I'm not sure what part of the presentation you said it, because I wasn't looking at the chat when I was talking. Somebody said, yes, we can see you. Okay.
Is this me going to be recorded, Jamal?
It's being recorded now. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll be on YouTube later?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. June 6th. So June 6th, the company started on June 6th. Thank you, Sabina. June 6th is when the company actually started. June 6th. Matter of fact, I want to, let me see. I know Sabina just was flying today. I'm not sure if she's still here. No,
Jamal, this is George. I have a question.
Okay, one second. Okay. Yeah, she's going. She's been flying all day, but I was going to have her talk, but she's my sponsor. But okay, George, go ahead, George.
So I understand what you just said to Derek there regarding the investments in the packs and the the different levels of the bots. So the outcome, do you have to be in the network marketing side of it? Can you anticipate just in the investment in the bots part and not deal with the affiliate marketing part or any of that, and still be qualified for any of those bonuses?
Great question. So you do not have to do the network marketing component. You can totally, most people come in. That's why I try to do a separate leadership call. And I'll do a separate leadership call for those of you that really want to stay in the comp plan breakdown, because most people want to come in just to make their money on the daily profit, which is no problem. 85% of the users come in probably just to do the trading platform to earn money on a daily basis. Now, to earn the bonuses, you do have to, there are some requirements. So for instance, if you want it, now for instance, you're always going to earn on your direct referrals. But if you want to start earning other different bonuses, each one has different qualifications to them. And so so as you answer your question, if you want to make money on your affiliates, then that is the network marketing component of it, quote unquote. If you just want to earn your own personal money, then that's when you sign up, you put your money in, you invest your money, and then you just do nothing. You don't sponsor anybody else at all. But once you want to sponsor people and they sponsoring people, then now you're participating in the network marketing component. You don't have to do that part. And some of the stuff is just, once you sign up, you're already given, a lot of stuff you're already given automatically off the jump. Like you're already going to get your first 2 levels given to you. Once you purchase your first license, you're already given 2 levels of pay on your sponsorships. You don't have to qualify for that. You just got to have a license. You're given your binary bonus. Okay, you do got to have the binary stuff. you do got to have a person on your left and somebody on your right to qualify for your binary bonuses. So there is a qualification for that. But as far as the levels 1 and 2, you just got to get a license. Okay, and that's totally optional. Totally optional.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Great question. So I see. Next question I see here. Okay, Sabina put she did put the percentages for the house, right? So if you want to get the house, it's 30% for a house. You got to put down, and 40% if you want to get a car. Thank you. Cassandra, not Cassandra. She said, "Is it true that UK is banning crypto trading in January? How will that affect Qubittech there?" So I don't know about the UK banning crypto. A lot of countries have. Everybody's I mean, the U.S. government just alone is struggling with this whole crypto thing because every country's trying to figure out how they can. At the end of the day, can I be honest with you? We all. This is a closed meeting here, right? I think it's locked. Let me lock the meeting up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna lock, but I want nobody kicked out. Can't get back in. Okay. Let me explain something to you. People always ask me this question, and I'm not going to answer the question in full detail. It'll be when we get our. This is why they launched. This is why the Q phone came out. See, with the Q phone, I can do a call with you guys, and I can say whatever I want to say, and not have to worry about anybody hearing our phone call. Okay, that's why the Q phone. That's why Qubittech knew to invent the Q phone. Okay, well they didn't invent it, but the technology while we're getting the Q phone into our company. But every country, their goal is they're trying to make money on cryptocurrency as well. Okay, and so they're struggling because they're trying to figure out how to tax it. That's really what it all comes down to. I mean. Now, the bad side is that there are some money laundering. There are some coins that's coming out. And I know it's maybe more information you guys want, but there's some coins that's out there. Like there's a marijuana coin, for instance. There is a cryptocurrency coin where marijuana dealers are using that coin to move money around for the sale of marijuana, right? So there's some illegal stuff going on that some of these governments are trying to attack, right? But what a lot of these governments are doing, they're trying to tax it in a sense. But how do you tax? And if you guys don't understand what cryptocurrency is, I mean, maybe it's a lesson you got to go on YouTube. And I encourage you guys to go on Netflix or YouTube and just watch a documentary on what is cryptocurrency, okay? Because it's a decentralized banking system. And what decentralized means is that I don't need to go to, I have a Wells Fargo account. And in order for me to send money to Nicole, or if I want to pay something, I got to go to Wells Fargo, and that's a banking system. And so they report everything I do. The U.S. government has every access to my bank account, right? They know everything I do. So can you imagine a system of currency where no one can track your money? It's totally done by the peers. In other words, if me and Bijou, if I want to send Bijou $1,000, no one's going to see that transaction. No one's going to see it, but all he's going to know is he won't even know I sent it to him because it's going to be so encrypted with a long address, aka like a bank account, that it can't be tracked. Okay, that's what you call decentralized. So governments are trying to find ways to attack this cryptocurrency, and it's not sometimes they're trying to be bad about it. They're trying to get the bad guys from getting bigger with it. Some countries have shut it down, and then like China was for it, then it was against it. Now they're for it again. India just 2 months, I think 3 months ago, India just opened back up cryptocurrency in India. For a while, they were shutting it down. So so when you hear, I would encourage you guys to get on the blogs and follow the news on cryptocurrency because it changes every single day. I have one on my phone, and just Coinbase alone, and I had another one that was giving me too much information. I had to stop the notifications, but there's so much stuff out there, Cassandra, that what I will tell you is that's why Qubittech is based in several different countries, so that we will prevent that from happening. And I've been a part of companies in the U.S., for instance, like when I went to, and I'm gonna tell you personal, I was a little offended, and I had to not be offended anymore because when I went out to Qubittech, they had flags all over, and I'm just gonna share this with you guys. They had flags all over the we had like reception areas and all kinds of stuff. And they had every country represented, and there was not one American flag. And I'm like, yeah, I have a whole team already. What do you mean? How you guys not representing the United States? Well, let me tell you, because, so you guys already know, they don't want to, Qubittech does not want to be known in the United States, though some of us are in the United States, because once they say they're in the United States, it becomes a whole nother legal issue to operate in the US. So guys, and don't get alarmed like, oh my God, this is why you have to use the VPN to log into Qubittech. Okay, so when I log into Qubittech, I log in from the Netherlands. And some of you may understand what that all means, VPNs. So you can still be in the US and still operate in Qubittech. It's just that Qubittech don't want to announce that they're a US company. They don't want to be a US company. So this is why, like, when I was out there, they say, where you're from, United States. They're happy I was there. They like talk to me, but they're not trying to be a US company at all. Because the US government is totally against, they're coming at the companies left and right that's in the United States. Okay? So don't worry about the UK. If the UK shut down cryptocurrency, no one can really shut down cryptocurrency. What they can do is, if you now try to establish a company in that country, the SEC of each country, they can come and shut you down. And that's what's happening in the United States. I was in one company, one company just got shut down 2 months ago because the owner is in North Carolina. I had 3 companies that I was in, they got shut down in the United States. I'm in a company right now that's also in the United States. And so I'm very cautious now, because the US government will come after you if you're in the United States. And it's not that they come after you, they want to make sure you're legit. And if you show any signs that you're doing anything illegal that they don't like, they will come shut you down. Okay? So I'll do another call, more detail about that. But that's the gist of the answer to that question, Cassandra. So don't worry about that too much. It won't affect Qubittech at all, because the company is based in, they have their company based in several different countries to protect that from happening. So pretty much we're pretty safe. The company, when I was out in Dubai, these guys, Greg Lehman and Mark Sprinkle, hint, hint, you know why he is from Miami, Florida, but he lives in Thailand, okay? That's a clue, okay? I'll give you another clue that I was in a company, a project where I made big money. I was in a project that we did over 250,000 people on our team in 19 months. And most of the people that made a lot of money in that company, they all moved overseas. I mean, I was very close. Our team was going to move to Panama, actually, and you'll meet one of my partners, and maybe I'll have him come explain to you why we were talking about moving to Panama. Because when you start making big money, you want to probably get a dual citizenship. I mean, some of you probably far away from this happening, but trust me, when you start learning this cryptocurrency game, you'll realize why people get dual citizenships in Panama. They're moving to Thailand. They're moving to different countries, Dubai. Like when I was in Dubai, there were 3 guys that literally said they're moving to Dubai literally this week because they're establishing their companies in Dubai because it's tax-free. There's no taxes in Dubai to have a company. And they love cryptocurrency. So people are moving there left and right. So long answer to that question, but yes.
No, thank you. But I did notice there was like 6 or 7% representation there in the U.S. So I kind of wonder who those people are, but that's another call.
That's because some people I think that what happened was, that's because I think that they probably logged in somehow, and basically that's like an Alexa report. But because when I was out there, I was offended. I said, I already have 50 people on my team in the United States. You know, my whole team is U.S. residents. I don't think I have anyone overseas yet. I may have like maybe 3 or 4 people overseas. So, but what happened is, so remember, I tell all my people who signed up already is to log in from a VPN. So therefore, if you're logging in from Proton or something like that, and I told you select Netherlands, so what happens is every time you log in, it's logging you in as if you're in the Netherlands versus the United States. Like when I was in Dubai, Dubai is a very strict company. I couldn't access you in Dubai. You can't do Zoom in Dubai. It's very strict in Dubai. There was websites I couldn't even access in Dubai. They won't let you in onto it. And then 2 days before I left, I was actually at a bar, and I was talking to one of the bartenders. I said, "Man, how do you guys live here? I can't even access some of my websites from my phone." He says, "Oh, there's ways of getting around it." And when he said that, I said, "Oh, and I went online, what I had to do was, and now look at this, I was in Dubai, I had to do my VPN in the United States in order to access United States websites. So you guys get what I'm saying? So you have to kind of play the game with the VPNs to access, and I think Bijou understand what I'm saying, shaking his head, so he understands what I'm talking about. So you have to play the game, so you can still play the game with these companies. You just got to use this thing called VPN, and that's why the Q phone is going to be very important for everybody to get, especially for U.S. residents. We're going to need the Q phone even more than anybody, because we're going to need that Q phone more importantly, because we're going to have the hardest time, not the hardest time, but we're the ones that can't access Qubittech from a regular U.S. Website.
Right.
Okay. So
Thank
off
you.
of that one, and we'll talk about that another day. That's some deep talk right there.
Yeah.
Okay, Mindy said, will they show us how to trade with the bot? Yes, when you buy the bot, there is some information that comes with that. And again, I'll be honest with you, I don't use the bots because me personally, a lot of my time is spent on team building and doing calls and making sure all the other stuff is going on and going right. So me personally, I haven't taken the time out to really do the bots, just being honest with you. I will make an attempt to do that because some of you asked those questions. So if those of you guys really want to do it, then I'm willing to, let's all go in and let's learn it. Maybe one of you want to really learn it and you can teach the rest of us. But me personally, my specialty is training. My specialty is presenting, and my specialty is team building. So I put a lot of my time into building the team, and that's my big time. So I try to, and being a life coach, I have other businesses that I run. So I just don't have the time personally to want to put into the bots, but I know they do work. I have friends of mine that do the bots very well. So I'm not saying don't do them. I just don't put a lot of time into it. I'm just being very honest and frank with you guys about that. Okay. So I'm being very honest about that. Janice, can you have your earnings go half to Bitcoin and half to Ethereum when you get paid? What happens with that is, I think the answer to that question is, you can purchase using Ethereum or Bitcoin, but when you withdraw your amount, I think you have to withdraw it to a Bitcoin wallet, or I think it can be an Ethereum wallet, but I think it has to be one of those wallets, only in Ethereum or Bitcoin when you withdraw. So Gina, to answer your question, what you would do is, if you want to draw half and half, is let's say you want to draw, let's say you had $100 in your balance and you want to withdraw 50-50. Put in $50 withdrawal, send it to that wallet, and remember guys, within your Qubittech account, and this is kind of going to some training here, and I know you guys got to go. You guys keeping me late. I mean, you guys want to stay here, I'll answer all the questions you want, but I'll just show you here for in a second here, okay? Remember guys, if you using,
or I was going to say she can just withdraw it and put it in her wallet and then convert it there if she wanted to do half and half.
No, what you do is, so for instance, let's say I want to withdraw money from this wallet here, okay? If I want to withdraw 2 different accounts, when you click on wallets, you can put in multiple wallets in your accounts, okay? Hold on a second, let me log into one of my demonstration accounts. Y'all wasn't supposed to see that account. Okay. So if you look at here, okay, you can have, so I have one wallet here. This is my Coinbase wallet, but I can put as many wallets as I want in my back office. So I can add my Coinbase wallet, I can add my Cash App wallet, I can add my blockchain wallet back here. And so when I want to withdraw, I can choose. So let's say I want to withdraw. So right now this account has $400 to almost $400. So let's say if I go to withdraw, okay, go to my dashboard. Okay, and when I hit withdraw, I'll hit withdraw. And let's say if I want to put half into Ethereum, half into Bitcoin, I would put in 200 here. And then on my drop-down menu, I select which wallet I wanted to go to. Does that make sense? Okay, so I would just do 200 to that wallet, and then let that one go through. Then I'll do the remaining 200, and I'll choose my other wallet. Does that make sense, Gene? I hope I'm answering your question to that. Okay, so you can pick and choose. You just do half and half. Let me see if I think you responded. Okay, that's why they are wealthy. Dubai is Dubai, yeah, for sure. Okay, yes, I have background noise, so I have to chat. Okay, I have to chat. Okay, all right. Okay, any other questions? They can't tax it. That's right. Which crypto publication do you recommend to help us stay in tune? That's a great question. The one that I use, there's several of them. Coinbase alone, Coinbase will act, if you have Coinbase, you can actually go on your Coinbase account and you can select to be notified of all the updates just alone in Coinbase. So if you go on Coinbase, for instance, let me see, I'm trying to do it now. If you go on, if you look at if you go on Coinbase, for instance, you can see my screen, and you scroll down, or if you're on if you go on Coinbase, for instance, if you're on your phone or on your desktop, you can go down to where it says top stories. Just click on news, and that alone will be enough for you to get information on. Okay, like right now today it was saying 1.5 billion in Bitcoin now locked up in Ethereum. Is Bitcoin legal? Okay, it's funny to say that. Is Bitcoin legal in the United States? That was an article today that came out. The top 10 cryptos in 2019 beat the stock market. Okay, so definitely, and you can, I mean, they have all sorts, so just in Coinbase alone, and from Coinbase, you will lead to other different companies. And I would encourage you to do other ones than Coinbase, because Coinbase is kind of like, they kind of like the pretty boy. They try to do everything, dot the I's, cross the T's, and you want to get to some of the other magazines, but I don't want to start naming them, but Coinbase is a good start to start with. Okay. Which crypto publication? Okay, yes. And everybody should have a Coinbase account. If you don't, definitely get one just for that reason. But I would encourage you to Coinbase, because Coinbase, you can put way more money in your Coinbase account, and then we'll start adding other wallets that you should also get to transfer your money. All right, guys. So I think that we answered all the questions. So I'm going to take about a 2-minute pause, and we're going to transition. So those of you, I want to thank you all you guests that came on the call. The guys, I'm looking forward to meeting you new guys. Get my phone number if you need it. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, I always tell everybody, I'm usually on the phone nonstop, but the best way to get a hold of me is text me. WhatsApp is very, very big right now, because basically when it comes to Qubittech and just what a company operates, and I encourage everybody, what I'm going to really suggest is right now is for everybody, definitely get on. If you don't have WhatsApp, definitely get WhatsApp, okay? Because I'm going to set up a group, and I'm going to put the group probably on WhatsApp, because we need to get a WhatsApp group, okay? And more importantly, probably a Telegram group. Now, everybody should be on a Qubittech Telegram. I can add you to that once I add you, or your sponsor can add you to the Telegram group if they know how to. But texting me, Facebook message, or WhatsApp is the best way to contact me, because I'm one of those people, I'll be on the phone, I can respond to a message, but you may call me, and sometimes I don't even check my voicemails. So the best way to contact me is to message, and then I will call you from that way. Or you just ask me a question, I can answer your question from that, okay? Awesome. So, all right, guys, well, welcome everybody. You guys are free to leave. And what I'm going to do for those of you guys on the cash flow group, and, we're just going to do a quick wrap-up call about Crypto 300 for those of you who are in that platform as well. And because today was a major day, and I just want to kind of update the team on that. And I know it's late, but it's been 2 weeks since we talked, and we got to get this information out there right now. So thank you, everybody, for coming today. And we want to make a transition to our next training for our other partners. If you guys are in our other platform, you're welcome to stay. If not, you guys are free to go. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. Let me see here. I think I'm going to, Brent, if you could stop this recording, and then we'll start a new one. If you know. Brent, are you with me? Can you hear me, Brent? Let me unmute you. Because I can't, you have to stop the recording. Hey, Brent. Nicole, can you hear me? Anybody get hold of Brent?
Yes, I will reach out to her.
Okay. Because I want to stop this one and then. This one's already like, I'm sure this one's like an hour and something long. Okay. All right. I don't want to, sorry, I'm not sure she,
Yeah, 1 second. She's not
okay.
answering.
Okay. And I'll change my background. Go back to the beach. Maybe bye. How about that?
See, that's not even fair.
Let's see. Well, we can edit then. I don't want to. I think that we lost her.
Yeah, because she's not answering.
Okay, she might have went to do something. Well, guys, let's go ahead and transition here, and let's just talk about. You know, I won't get into. I'll tell you Qubittech stuff for later, but as again, you know, it's been a couple weeks since we had a strategy call, and you guys know usually I'm at the whiteboard, but I said I'm gonna sit down for the Qubittech presentation today. But you guys know that you know, it's been some time since we got a chance to talk, and obviously, and just so obviously this is our strategy session as a group, and obviously I'm talking to you guys as a group because the whole group of the Wolfpack, I think some of you Wolfpack were with 300, if I'm not mistaken, Cassandra, and all the rest of you with us with the cash flow group,
Yeah.
and the other group as well. And so the main thing that I've been doing is for, and you guys know that my background, I've been doing affiliate marketing. I've been doing, I don't know how to say it, but I've been making money online, okay, for well over since 2008. Okay, I've been doing it for a while. And I'm a straight shooter. I'm gonna tell you that when I say I'm on the other side of my mistakes is because what I did was we went, and that's, as you guys told me, as you heard, if I gave that example, one of our opportunities that was very lucrative, we had our team was 250,000 people. We had over 250,000 people in 19 months. I was making more money than I can even count. And the thing about it was I've had a lot of times where that's happened where I got to making some big money, and then something happened to the company. Things got funny, whatever it is, and that's the part about the game we're playing is that you just can't guarantee that everything's going to be forever. I mean, I can't guarantee that. I mean, it just doesn't happen. And so I went back to my partners. I have about a group of 5 guys, 5 of us, and we just got burnt out because we was like, what's going on here? What are we doing? You know, we keep getting the stuff, we're making money, then it slows down, and then something hit me. I said, and the word diversify just hit me. And I said, just like in my stock portfolio, you know, like my stock portfolio, I was checking my stocks 2 weeks ago, and one of my stocks, I wasn't paying attention to it, it dropped 37% this year. I mean, now, can you imagine if I had all of my money in that one stock, I would be, rich over rich probably. But whereas that one stock went down 30%, there was another stock that went up 25%. And some of my other stocks went up 10% or whatever. So to the point that when I looked at my money, even though that one stock went down 37%, my other stocks did so well that I'm still made more money this year than that stock than I would have lost if I only had, does everybody understand what I'm saying here? So just like with the stock market, you got to play the same game with the crypto trading markets, okay? We have to diversify ourselves among these platforms. Now, there will be ones that I say, man, I'm gonna put more time and energy. Like when I went after Qubittech, I mean, when I look at what they did in Dubai, when I look at the vision of the company, okay, man, I'm more sold on it, you know. Just the vision, the fact that they got another trip coming up in January, and I'm looking at, and I look at a lot of things, because the company's putting millions of dollars. They spent a lot of money on this Dubai trip, and they're already spending money on our next trip in January. They're already spending money for us to go to Asia in February. So to me, if they got a long-term vision, then I can have a long-term vision, right? But at the same time, we still want to still protect our assets and have diversified in different platforms. With that being said, you guys know that we said, so right now, as a group, okay, we now have what? We have, right now I'm recommending, and right now we have, well, me personally, I have 6 different platforms. You guys know that I have, but right now what I'm giving to the group is 3 platforms. So right now we have, what we call them phases, right? We have phase 1 would be, well, what was I calling them? I can't remember, but anyway, we have Crypto 300. Now, as I told you, 300 is, like my buddy Craig says, it's Las Vegas money. You know, we're not in love with Crypto 300. No, we treat them like they are. Okay, they're you know, I don't want to use any bad analogies, so I don't want to get in trouble. But you treat them for that. That's the, I don't know if anybody give you something clean to say. You know, that's like.
You can say it.
No, I mean, I don't know. I will get in trouble if I say it. What's coming to my head, it's not going to be good.
Adults here.
I got I got to keep it PG. No, you guys are not like that. It's a really crass example, but it's like let's just say, for instance, if you have 2 different jobs, right? So for instance, I'll give you an example. So let's say, like, when I had a job, I had times I had 2 and 3 jobs at one time, you know? So I had my main job at CBS that was paying me well over 6 figures. That was my main job, right? That was my main job. But then I also, and let's say I was selling timeshare, for instance, at the same time, right, on the weekends. And the timeshare was like that was my play money. That was like, you get what I'm saying? So if I had to lose one of the 2 jobs, I'm going to lose the time. So when I walked away, the timeshare, I was do it, stop it, do it, stop it. Why? Because that was like, I did it when I want to. I treated them as I wanted to, right? But I never left my main job. Make sense? So 300 is like that company where you're like, you got to treat them as they are. They're fickle. They're temperamental. They're like bipolar. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what you're going to get the next day. Can I be very frank about that? And I'm being frank because just when I think I figured them out, they do something different.
Right.
Now, they've been around for 2 years. So they got that going for them. But every time I come with a new strategy, you guys know I'm a strategist. You know, some of you know me, right? And every time I come with it, I mean, they got me beat. And I admit it. I said, okay, I'm waving the right flag. And if this is the right flag, I'm waving it. Okay, I surrender. Okay, because every time I figure it out, they do something different. So I got to treat them as that. So they're only phase 1, not because they're the best. They're phase 1 because, and they're only phase 1 sometimes now, because they're phase 1 right now because this is the time where I'm thinking, right? We played a 10% game. Mm-hmm. Get your money in, make your money, but quickly get your money out of it. So because obviously Qubittech, and you know, you guys know we have Cash FX as well, and any other platforms I have. All of them are going to be long-term. None of them are paying us 10, 20, 50% per day. Okay, and as you guys know, I told you, my mentor, anything above 2% a day is a red flag in the crypto markets. Because above 2%, because here's why, and this is what's going on 300. This was happening with 300. Because what happens is the reason, even though Qubittech, they're probably making like 45% a day on their money. But here's what happens. Not every day is going to be a day of rainbow and Skittles, which means not every day they're going to make a lot of money. There are some days where you get losses, just like in the stock market. Not every day is a gain for me in my portfolio, my stocks. Some days, if I check it every day, some days I probably go down 10%, 5%, 3%. Does that make sense? So the question is, what do you do to your investors when you go down? Do you now say, okay, Velma, no money for today? No, people are going to get upset with that, right? So what you do is you take the money you made on the bigger days and you pay your investors on the days where you lose. Does that make sense, everybody? Right? So so now, because the goal is, right, you want to make sure you keep your promises, what you said. So with Qubittech, if they're telling us we get paid every day, They can't now say we get paid every day, and then on Saturday say no pay. Now they go unless now there may come a time where there may be a technical reason or something can happen. Like, I mean, I'm amazed that we were in Dubai. I'm like, the CEO is with us and we're on a safari, but you know, he didn't do all the wild stuff we did. But we were sun up to sun down and sun to sun up almost every night, right? He was not around everything because I'm sure he was up in his hotel room, make sure the company still was functioning. And thank God he was. Thank God he wasn't doing everything we were doing, okay? So, because he's got to make sure what? Because even while we're in Dubai, you guys were still getting paid every single day. Am I correct? Because I wasn't checking my account, to be honest with you. You know, we were, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that. So what you're doing is you're taking your big days and you're making up for the small days. So in 300, what they're doing is they're paying everything out in one day. And then when tomorrow comes, when they have a slow day, a bad day, you're getting affected right away. That's when they slow down the withdrawals. That's when they, you know, they go speed up, they slow down. And it's all based on their numbers. They're paying a high stakes game next to 300s. So we got to treat them as such. So the strategy right now is now today, why I said we got to do this call, because every day counts with them. And that's why I said I got to do this call tonight, because as you guys know, they cancel all withdrawals that you had pending. Why? Because everything has now been we now have been through a reset. This is our second reset since I signed up. We've been through the second reset, which means this. Again, it doesn't mean the sky has fallen, because they've been around for 2 years, and this is what they do, okay? They slow down after 22%, and then the money gets kind of held up, and then now, if you look in your back office, because I already did it today, is now all the money that you had in withdrawals, any money you had sitting around, is now put into what they call an earnings adjustment wallet. And here's what that means. That means that now, okay, and let me just show you here. Okay, again, it's not a bad thing. Okay, now, what does Jamal prefer? Well, I prefer to have all my money making 10% to 50% a day. But that means that right now it's called an adjustment, where they now have adjusted our earnings. So let me pull up my screen here. Let's see, where I gotta go. Okay, 300. And everybody should be aware that the company did change the website. So I'm sure everybody know they changed it. They changed the while I was in Dubai, you know, of course that's when they did it. You know, I had to adjust that. They changed the website, so it's now Qubittech300club.is. Okay, so let's see. Let me log into one of my. Okay, so what happened here? So now all your earnings got reset, which means that any money you had. Okay, so if you click on your My Wallet, as you see here, if you had any pending withdrawals, the company canceled them. Okay, see how it says cancel here? Cancel. This is cancel. They were canceled, and anything I had canceled. So any pending withdrawals, any money I had in my crypto pack balance, any money I had in my referral balance. Okay. I mean, any money anywhere, they took that money and they put it all into what you see here, your EA wallet, earnings adjustment wallet. Now, what that means is that this money here can only do one thing. Okay, you can only purchase the 0.3% packs with that money, and any packs you have that didn't. And also the second thing is, if you had any packs that has not expired, which is why I wasn't clicking the get paid button. And then they didn't do it though. Oh yeah, they did. See, they did do it. Okay. See here. So the reason why I wasn't clicking the get paid button anymore, because I wanted my packs to sit there, because I'd rather earn 1% than have all my money go to 0.03%. Okay. So you see here, all of these packs here, I now have. I mean, I wish I would have done it even sooner. But now all these packs were they were at one time getting 10, 11, 12, whatever percentages. Now they all been taken down to 1%. So now if you look in your back office, remember last time I had 12, 10, 11, 12, I had different packages. Now all my packages are all at 1%. Okay. And any money I had left over, see this money, and now in my balance I have $760. That's all the money I had in withdrawal pendings, et cetera, et cetera. That's all put into that EA wallet balance. So the only thing I do with that money, so log into your accounts now. I mean, there's only one thing you can do with that money. You cannot withdraw that money. Okay, just being very frank with you, so you know. So that money right there, I cannot withdraw that money. If you want to know, click on my wallet, click on withdraw, and it will let you say, but they still updating because they just did the reset. So this will change, but you will see that you cannot withdraw that money. You will not be able to withdraw that money. Okay, it's in the reset. Okay, the only thing I can do with that money is I can purchase not even the standard packs. Okay, just being honest with you. So you can't even buy the standard packs, which we were trying to do at the end of the month. That's why I said that they like that bipolar friend, you know, whatever, because they wouldn't let us buy the point last reset. They let us buy the 0.5%. Okay, this one they didn't. So even though it's going to let you, even though you click right here, buy more packs. Okay, and again, this happened last time. The reset always they still updating the sites because it's over. You see, it's over at 90,000 members, so they got to adjust 90,000 people's accounts. By tomorrow, this should probably change, but you will be able to go through tomorrow, okay? And everybody, now this is where it's going to be, where you're going to have to, you may have to have a special call with me, or where we'll probably do another call tomorrow. We're going to probably do calls all this week because I'm going to have to show you that based on everybody's account's going to be different. Based on where you had money, based on where you had your money, based on how many packs you have, that's going to depend on how much money you have to put into your account going forward. It's going to depend on, some of you may not need to put any money in your account to continue earning. It's going to be different things going on with your account, okay? And it's the individual basis. So that's going to be where you probably have to call me or reach out to the person that sponsored you, and maybe I'll get enough of you on a call, and maybe we'll do a call Tuesday instead of Monday because maybe things still be adjusted. So maybe we'll do a call Tuesday nights, and now by that time I should be able to demonstrate to you, based on what your account is showing, what you got to do to keep your account going and get it up into a standing where you're making the most amount of money in your account, okay? So, but again, the only thing I can do with this money right now is I can only buy the 0.3% packs with that money, okay? And right now you can't do it because they're still updating the system, but come tomorrow morning, you should be able to purchase the standard packs. And even when you purchase the standard packs, you're not buying the 0.5%. It's actually going to purchase the 0.3%. So you see on my account right here, you see what it says right here, 0.3%? That's what you're going to be purchasing right there, the 0.3%, okay? And this is where it's going to be an individual basis of me teaching you guys, because see, so right here, right now on those 91 packs, I'm not earning anything. So in order for me to earn any money on that packs, I have to purchase a minimum of 31 packs, which is $310, okay? Again, depending on your account, I'm going to show you exactly what you have to do with that account. So know your money. Yes.
I have a question. This is Gina.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens to the packs that I had from last time? And they're telling me I have no active packs, so I can't get paid on those. And they're showing active.
Okay, so again, as I was showing you here, if you click on your packs, click on crypto packs, scroll down to the bottom, okay? When you see active, so it's everything corresponds with each other. So all these packs here that says active, if you count 13 plus 3 plus 14, all these numbers here that's active, see how it says 1%?
Mm-hmm.
See, and if I go up to the top, that's where my packs are. 127.
What about the ones that were 3% or excuse me, were 5% that I bought already?
Right.
And
so those are gonna, I don't have any in this account, so those are going to be under this where it says standard crypto packs. You will see those there. Okay, those are still there. So if you click on that, you will still see those 0.5% on your back office on your account.
Okay, but shouldn't I be able to get paid off of those? Because
Yes.
they're showing but they're not letting me get paid off of
Right.
anything.
Well, today's a reset day. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
tomorrow everything should be, well, I mean, they're already there tomorrow. So once the website updates, because as long as I'm still seeing this that screen, because that was like last time. But once you say it, you will be able to get paid on your standard packs and your 1% packs. Okay. So that will change. If it's active, you can still get paid on it. Okay. And when you hit get paid now, like right
Okay.
now, I can
Okay.
get,
All right. Thank you.
yeah, I'm saying here, I can still get paid on my 218 packs right here, but I think that is still under construction right now. Yeah, so they're still updating the system.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right. Thank you.
yes, yeah, so good question. Yeah, so that the active packs are still active. You're going to get paid on them, and again, remember I showed you your back office will tell you how much you're earning on a daily basis. So my strategy, as I said right now, after going through 2 resets, is the time to play hard is right now. So once the system is updated fully, this is the time where whatever you want to put money in, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, the time is right now. Okay, because based on what they did last time, I'm gonna take you at your worst case scenario that you at least paid us out at 10% and 11%. Then they just skyrocketed from that, and our money got caught up. So I'd rather play hard at 10%. That's my strategy now. And again, remember I said don't do things emotional. That's just what I'm learning and talking to Craig and Nicole and maybe some of you other guys have different ideas. I know from the Wolfpack, and anybody has any ideas they learned if you guys saw any strategies, if you guys saw any YouTube videos that I've been watching as well, that pretty much you play the hard game in the beginning. Don't try to play hard on the other side. Now, again, you may want to play when they go to level 2 or level 3, level 4. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying that you may play hard at 10%, get your money back at 10%, and then be ready to reinvest when they go to level 2 and 3. Okay? So that's pretty much what I wanted to kind of share with you guys. So just so you guys don't be alarmed, you look in your back office and see, oh my God, what happened? Yeah, the company right now has gone back to 10%. And no matter what packs you had, no matter what you had from 10 to 50, anything you had, they now been down. I hate using the word downgraded because it's kind of like a bad connotation, but they're now earning 1%. Now again, before you get upset about the 1%, remember that most of our platforms, Qubittech, in those platforms, Qubittech, our average is 1% a day. Okay, if you look at any of our other verticals or phases, platforms, their 1% is pretty much an average pay. Okay, so 1% is not bad. And if you look at your stock market, look at your bank account, you're not getting 1% a day. Okay, so we just got fat on that 10 and really happy about that 10 and 30% a day. That now is kind of hard psychologically to get to 1% a day because you feel like you lost something. No, it's just going to take you longer to get your money. That's really what the deal is. Which, I'll be honest with you, from a financial perspective, a financial consultant to you, some of you probably don't need your money fast. Now, I like making money fast, but sometimes the long-term gain, I like better. I like Qubittech, like people that got, like when I was in Dubai, they're happy with making their 1%, 2% a day. Because look what's happening. Qubittech has paid consistently since it started. Whereas 300, I mean, I went almost a month without getting any money. Because I put all my money. I wasn't putting any more money in after I put big money in the beginning. So I just waited it out. I'm gonna put some money in now, that 10%, because I was gonna pay. Me personally, I wasn't gonna put any more money in because I already put money in. Okay, but what sustained me was my other investment platforms that pay me on a weekly basis and a daily basis, but they pay me 1% a day, 5% a week. So like they say, Crypto 300, that's your cash cow. But Qubittech, Cash FX, our other platforms that bring it to the group, that's your residual income. That's what you pay that's your life, that's what you live off of. Don't try to live off of, guys, don't try to live off of Crypto 300. Don't do it. You will lose your house. You will don't quit your job on 300. Don't, that's a make the money, but don't fall in love with it. Your goal is really to make the money fast so you can fund your Qubittech account. That's what the goal is. So if you put $1,000 in to 300, and when you get 1,500 back, I would run 1,000 back into 300 and take that 500 and put it in Qubittech and buy me a $500 license. Or then get yourself signed up for platform number 3. So now you have at least 3 streams of income coming into your household. That's the goal. That's how I treat 300. I take that money, I put big money in fast, early, and I take all that money and I fund my other sources. So when Qubittech starts acting funny like they do, like they did just now, then now my other sources still paying me. Okay? So that's the game we're playing here. That's the strategy you want to use. Okay? So again, when you wake up, don't wait your alarm. Your account's everything's been reset to 1%. And any monies you had in there, you cannot withdraw those withdrawals. You have to purchase the other packs, which is 0.3% a day. Okay? You can't buy any of the other packs with that money. Now, which means that also what you want to do is, and if you've been playing your money right, you want to now take 1,000, 500, whatever, and buy you some premium pack, which you can buy, and now it's at 10%. See, now we're back at 10%, so that's what you want to do, okay? So I'll leave it at that until the site is fully up and back up and running with everything working. They're still updating everything, and then we'll probably come back either tomorrow or Tuesday night, and I'll go through everything with you on, and if you have any questions ahead of time, you know, just let me know. And guys, this is a little thing with me. If you have a question, don't just text me your question. Text me a screenshot, or I'll probably ask you to send me a screenshot. So if you don't know how to do a screenshot, please consult your teenager or anybody on how to do a screenshot. If nothing else, take your cell phone out, put your camera on, take a picture, because that's going to help me more to help you with your issues or your questions than you just texting me. But showing me a screenshot, if you say something, because a lot of you will probably ask me, a lot of you, the biggest screenshot I'm going to ask you for is I'm going to ask for you to log into your account. And let me show you again before I stop here. Okay, this is the screenshot I'm going to look for. This is going to be a question you're going to have, the most important question. I'm going to ask you for a screenshot of this screen here, of what is your crypto packs. What is your screen like? What does this look like? What do you call this? Your portfolio. Okay, this is your portfolio, because this is going to show what you have in your account. And I'm really looking at this one right here, because this is going to tell you how much has been reset. Okay, and then I'm going to probably ask you to click on, I'm going to ask you, do you have a question mark or a happy face? Okay, you guys, everybody see this right now? If you're looking at my screen,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a question mark here or a happy face? If you have a question mark, that means you're not getting the maximum amount of earnings on your 0.3% packs. So I'm gonna tell you to click the question mark, and it's gonna bring up another screen like this. And I'm gonna ask you to screenshot this screen to me. And then I'm gonna tell you what you do to get your account in great standing. Okay? So just so you know, if you ask me questions and I can solve your solution very fast, because you know that customer support don't even work. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm being straight shooter with you guys, right? That customer support down here, you can try. It works sometimes, but you'll probably get more customer support from me and the rest of the team members than you will get from the company. Just being honest with you, okay? Just to save you some headache. So that's why you probably want to ask that question. And the next days, that's what I'm gonna be looking for you to send me a screenshot on those things, and then I can help you. And I'll just give you, so for instance, this is telling me right now, if I want to get paid on this 91 packs, I need to purchase a minimum of 31 packs, okay? Which is $310. So obviously I'm going to put that money into this account to get paid on, because this is 91 packs, is almost $1,000, okay? So I will give them $310 so that I can earn on my 91 packs. Otherwise, I'm not, right now I'm earning 0% on those 91 packs, okay? And I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna buy 1.3% packs, because that's all I can do, because I don't want that, guys, you don't want that money sitting there, okay? So you wanna get that money working, so you wanna buy you some 0.3% packs with that money, okay? All right. So anybody have any questions so far? Anybody have any questions? So if I'm understanding
Hey,
this.
Jamal, when's your next call? I'm asking for the wolf pack so that we
Yeah,
can.
what I'm gonna do, Cassandra, so what I'll do is if you're what I'll do is I'll kind of go by how many questions you guys have. I'm always willing to do a call. So
Okay.
if tomorrow the site is up and running and everything looks okay, then what I'm gonna do is we could do a call tomorrow. And
Okay.
I know some people probably say too many calls. Well, there's not too many calls when it comes to my money. The way
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
so as I'm saying, I'm like, I don't want to do too many calls, but when it comes to me making money, listen, I'll do a call every night. So
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
thinking tomorrow, if everything's up and running tomorrow, Cassandra, we can
Okay.
do a strategy call tomorrow night around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if not, then we'll do it Tuesday.
Okay.
So what you can do is if you get a good feel from your team that they want to do a call, then I'll be wanting to do one. I know the Clash Royale group would also get back to me with Nicole and some of you other guys, Velma, and some of you other guys that got team members. If you have any questions, just send me a text, guys. If you want to do a call tomorrow night, if you see everything running the company, and then I'll do a call tomorrow night, because I think every day counts. Because as soon as we get our money at that 10% and get our money rolling, I want it to happen faster, sooner than faster.
Yeah. One of the things I was telling Brent, with Wolfpack, we're taking advantage of, like, I mean, I'm with you. I don't like, as soon as you get a strategy, it changes. And that's what I was telling Brent.
Mhm.
However, I do like the compounding aspect of it. And if we can learn, if we can kind of play defense, as you will, as far as to how much they're letting us to withdraw and when, at the beginning up until you get to about 15%, and taking advantage of even just the standard withdrawals and then
Right.
moving that money over. So, we pretty much, look, we think we know what we're doing there.
Exactly.
So,
Thank you. Thank you. You feel my sentiments, right? We think it over that. So guys, don't. In other words, guys, don't let us be. We're making adjustments. It's like this is the only company I've been involved with where, like, and you guys know I am a brainiac with this stuff, but they beat me at my own game because my own intelligence, because they have a whole thing algorithm, and you can't talk to anybody. So it's all based on what we're going to decide as a group. And so, as Cassandra said, I know that she does some things in strategy, so we just coming together. And so I think the strategy now is to, we said last time we're going to play the 25%. Well, we now know they got funny at 25.
right.
That means we're now looking at 10 to 15. So that's why we're saying, guys, going hard now, compound as much money as you can between 10 and 12, right, to 15. And then you're taking that money and throwing it to the other platforms. And my whole focus is here is that I want no one to not keep getting paid on a daily basis. So how are we going to make sure that everybody gets paid on a daily basis? Because when 300 when they start slowing down the withdrawals, you should be saying, I'm okay with that because I'm still making $100 a day in Qubittech.
Right.
That's the goal here. Because I want no one having to, because guys, it's nothing like making a lot of money. Because trust me, I was telling you my story. I was making $10,000, I was making like $2,000 a day, went splurged and went on vacation, and we came back and I went from 10 grand to $0. And that's not fun. Okay, that's not fun at all. And so, guys, and I know some of you may have had that mental headache when you was making all that money every day in 300, and all of a sudden you can't get paid button and you can't withdraw any money. And you was like, I was making all this money, now I'm not getting no withdrawals. You text me, well, I'm going to help you how to prevent that. That's why you diversify yourself, and you may can't play the game 100%, but get to a point where you're making enough money in Qubittech that even when 300 slows down, you're at least pulling out maybe $100 a day or $300 a week. My goal is always to make enough money to pay you a minimum wage, a weekly check. That's your goal. To get you a minimum wage check. So let's say $400 or $500 a week. Your minimum goal should be to make you at least $500 a week cash, not in digital money. I'm talking about, I want you making that money. I'm going to teach you how to make that money. I want that money in your bank account. Like you go to Publix or you go to Kroger. I know I'm more Southern now. Like I forget the all Northern ShopRite. That's what I use in the North. ShopRite, or Walmart. Okay, and you can use your credit card, or you put in your Cash App and you swipe your credit card. I want you having hard money, because That's the important part of these programs. Because here's the trap that you don't want to get into. A lot of people, they got their money. I had a lot of people that get their money trapped in these programs. And I'm like, how much money did you cash out? They're like, I never cashed out. No, we don't do that. Okay. You have to, you want to compound your money, but you got to compound your money, but you got to pay yourself. You need the mental motivation that you are winning. That's why you can't play small. You got to play bigger, cash out some money. And I'm going to show you the 80-20 rule. Some of you got to play the 70-30 rule. Some of you who say, Jamal, I don't really need the money. You may do me, and I play the 30-70 rule. In other words, you take 30% out for yourself to pay your bills or whatever, and you reinvest 70%. Some of you may can't play that game. You may got to do the 60-40. You may got to take 60 out and reinvest 40. Okay? But you should have a strategy for your financial situation to the point that you're taking some out and you're reinvesting some others. Now, again, if you only have $100 in there, I wouldn't be trying to withdraw any money. If you only have $500, I would, even $1,000, guys. I'm trying to level you up. That even $1,000 is not a lot of money in these programs, not for kind of money they're paying out. Because what'll happen is you'll put $1,000 in and you'll try to cash out, and then when the next program come in, you can't participate because you done cashed out all your money. The goal is to keep money circulating. So don't get too scared that you can't be too scared to lose. In other words, see, when I was in Dubai, they said the key is this business is the people who are not afraid to lose are the ones that win the most. Let that sink in, okay? So Cassandra, definitely get with me. Let me know. Talk to Brent as well, and we'll figure out if we can do a call tomorrow night or we'll do a call Tuesday. And let me know if you see some things. And I know since you're pretty astute to this stuff, let's kind of come together and figure out if we'll do a call tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm thinking Tuesday, but I'll get with you and Brent afterwards. Okay.
Awesome. Anybody else have a question? All right, you guys gonna text me. I mean, I'll ask you a question, but answer questions, okay? All right, they aren't.
I have a question, Jamal.
Yes, go ahead, Melinda.
So the total amount that's in our wallet, should we buy? That's the only thing we could do is buy the 3% pack or the 0.3% packs, right?
That is correct.
So I have like $2,000 in there. I have to buy all that in the 3%.
That is correct. That's correct. Okay. The only thing you can do with that money is to buy the first 0.3%, which is, as our strategy last time was to not let that happen, because the first time it happened. And again, and when I say they got me, it's just that I don't apologize, but I mean, they got me because, between all of us as leaders, and we thought we had a strategy, and like Cassandra said, they switched up again. So the goal was this last time was to make sure that we don't have any money go to the 0.3%, but they got slick again, and they didn't let us do it because we tried to wait till a later time. Mm-hmm. So now we now know this time around, if we play again, it's like Cassandra was saying, and I'm saying the same thing, is now we're going to buy the standard packs a lot sooner than we were anticipating last cycle. Mm-hmm. Okay, so because that 0.3%, nobody really wants that. We didn't want that to happen. It happened, and it's still money that's going to pay you, but we want to make the money faster. So we want to buy the standard pack sooner than later. So get your money out, get your money compounding, and but again, all the money that's in that wallet, you have to buy. You can only buy the 0.3% packs with that money. That's all you can do with it.
Okay.
I have a question, Jamal. This is Tony.
Tony.
Hey, buddy. So once it goes into the 0.3%, is it going to be available to withdraw?
So here's what happens is when you do the 0.3%, okay, that's like buying packs. So imagine if imagine like how the company has we're starting at 10% pack, right? And we go up to 50%. Okay. Let me show you on the screen here. Probably easy to see. So how if you look at my crypto pack, if you look at this crypto pack balance, so you see how right now you can buy. So let's look at the screen here. You see how right now they have 0.5% packs, right? So I can buy packs at 0.5% per day, or I can buy me a premium pack at 10% a day, But you see here, I have packs. I have 127 packs that's giving me 1% a day. So you guys get, so even though the company says it's from 10 to 50, there's other packs that you can have happen. Okay. So because 1% is lower than 10%, so I have a 1% pack. Here I have 0.3% packs. Okay. So basically, what you're really doing is you're buying 0.3% packs with any money you have left over. Does that make sense, Tony?
Yeah, it makes sense. But
Yeah.
once I buy those 0.3% packs,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm going to be able to withdraw
Correct.
the money.
Yes. So yes,
Yes.
and that's all your question. So yes, so yeah, that's all your question. Yes. So I was answering. So now, right now, my packs, as you see here, you see on the right hand side, it says total daily earnings. Okay, this is actually telling you what your packs are paying you, and this is money when you get paid every day, you can withdraw. So right now on my 1% packs, I'm earning $12.07 a day. Now, once I qualify these packs, this will also give me a figure. And then if I put some money, if I buy packs at 10%, I'm also getting more money on a daily basis. So yes, any money you get paid on any of these packs, you can withdraw. Absolutely.
Hey, Jamal, I have a question. This is Brent.
Yes, Brent.
Why do we say we're buying the 0.3%? It's not like we have a choice. I'm maybe facetious, but whatever is in our reset wallet, that's going to the 0.3, but we have to purchase it at 0.3?
Yes. Yeah, so you're right. I mean, but you have to purchase it because this money will sit here until you do something with it. So in other words, you are purchasing because it is money. It is your money. But so, I mean, you can't withdraw it, but if you don't get it purchased, it's just going to sit there and not make any money.
Okay.
So that's why, as you see, the company said, it says purchase. So you basically your money you're purchasing, even though you're right, you're kind of being forced to do it, but you still have to click that button and do it.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So Jamal, this is Evander.
Yes, Evander.
Question. So even though that money's there, that money is just stuck there, and you just still have to purchase and collect the 0.3%.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's
so
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. So in other words, you can just withdraw on whatever it makes.
Correct. 100% correct. Yep. You got it.
Okay.
You guys are getting it. Yep. And again, this is so you know how everything's a pro and con. So the pros about 300 is you can make a lot of big money fast. The con about 300 is the fact that they have to do an adjustment at some point in time because they can't pay this kind of money forever. So that when you're making that big money, that's why the whole goal, everybody, is that you don't want your principal caught up in a reset as much as possible. That's why get your money in now at 10%, get your principal back, quote unquote, and so if anything gets reset, it should be house money getting reset, not principal money getting reset. Which means if I put $500 to the program, right? I want to get my money back. Now, some people it won't be perfect, okay? But that's the strategy. So now going into the third cycle that we're going to as a team and a group, whatever money you put in now, tomorrow, whatever, get that money back, your principal, and play with the house money. But Evander, the answer to your question is 100% correct. All right? Oops, sorry. Okay. Make it fast. So you should use all the money in the reset wallet. Yes, you should use all the money to buy the 0.3%. Absolutely. Because you can't withdraw it. Make it fast and withdraw it slow. Yep. However, as long as your money's there. Yep. Exactly. Yep. I like that strategy. Yep. So that's what you want to do, guys. Is you got to go in hard. Go ahead, Tony.
I'm sorry. So the only way you'll get all of your money out of the reset wallet is to withdraw it on a daily basis slowly.
Correct. Yes. And it's going to be 0.3%.
You can't just let it sit there and then just pull it out later.
No. Nope. You have to get it working.
Oh, they are slick, man.
Yeah, they're very smooth, slick. That's right. And I think, like as I said, it's a bipolar company. It's a bipolar relationship. When they're good, they're good. It's not that they're bad because they've been in for 2 years. It's just that you just got to figure out their rules, right? You got to figure out this, and that's why you read the stuff in the back office, and you got to figure out what they're doing, because once you figure it out, you know how to play the game, right? So this is why that's a company where they're big in the beginning, but don't get caught up in a 50% or anything after that, because that's where the money start, your money gets reset, and it's going to reset. But there's the video that I think I put out there. Good night, Shanette. And thank you for saying good night. There's a video I put out to the team last time with a guy who's been with the company for some time, and he explained the reset process. Some of you got the video. So definitely, I would encourage you to go on YouTube, and if I can just text me and I can find the link, and I'll send it to you if I get it. But he explains what the company does. This is what they do. So if you want to make money, if you want to know how to do Quick 300, you got to have a strategy with them, and you got to play the game at 10%. And what he said is you play the big game at 10%, and then by the time they get to the reset or they start getting to slowing down withdrawals, you already got your money back, your principal money. And that's the goal. Okay? And if not, it's not lost, just gonna get it back slower than you got back the first time. But the way you can get that money back faster is by adding more money to your account, which I'm gonna show you that tomorrow or Tuesday probably. So that's where you put more money in. But guess what? So if I put $310 in today, I'm now getting paid on that $310, on my 1%, and I'm getting paid on my 0.3%. Because there is a qualifier to get paid on that 0.3%. Because they look at based on how much money you earned already, how many packs you have. There's a whole formula to that. And I'm going to show you guys that on probably Tuesday. Awesome. All right, guys. I done talked myself to death. And hopefully you guys got some information, and we will have the recording. Hopefully the recording we can get it done. And Brenda, do you know how to take the recording and get it to YouTube and all that kind of stuff?
No, Nicole knows how to do that, so I'll connect with her. Okay,
great. Awesome. Okay. All right, guys. Well, have a good night. Again, I'm going to try to get this WhatsApp group set up. I was thinking about doing a Facebook group. It'll probably be the WhatsApp. And then, because Telegram, some of you probably don't all have Telegram. That's a whole, it's a great platform, but WhatsApp is probably going to be the best way to do it. And we can set up a group. Just got to make it private and make sure everybody understands the rules for the group, and make sure we follow protocol, because the team is really growing. We want to make sure everybody follows integrity and people don't start this cross recruiting stuff and start trying to, because how you came into this program, you should follow the same way. Okay. And that's why it's very important that, so if I brought Nicole and Nicole brought, it shouldn't be somebody trying to bring somebody else to another platform, and we bring it to the team, and then we all get in, and if the person don't want to get in, as I said, if you see we launched a new platform and you contact your sponsor, hey, are you signing up for this new thing? And they say no, then you all well find it good to go to a new platform, because I'm not gonna let nobody wait for me to make money. But when we set this group up, we want to make sure we establish that integrity among the group, okay? Or you will be removed, okay? So, all right, guys, well, have a great night. Talk to you soon, and I'm glad to be back. I'm excited, and definitely want to break down some more stuff for you with the Dubai. I'm working on getting a call with the vice president to talk to the team. He said he will definitely do that, and so stay tuned for that as well. So, guys, have a great night, and we will talk to you soon. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for staying on.
Thank you. Take care.
Good night.
Okay.
Good night, Jamal.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
everyone.
Good night, everyone.